transition. Hit the transition button. There we go. All right. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the party. It's another wonderful night here at the channel, and we are going to play some... The players don't know the system we're going to play, and that's what's going to make tonight so much fun. All they know is they're going to be playing themselves. We had a couple of cancellations for a regular Hearts of Darkness game, so I decided to whip up something on the fly based on a system that is coming out soon that I have the alpha rules for. These are hints for people who pay attention to like RPG games and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm super excited. A couple of quick announcements before we go around the horn. I believe we are having the Broken Throne tomorrow at 4:30, but we will not have Anima in the evening because the DM is off on vacation. More power to her. And then Saturday, of course, we have Tales from the Kingdom of Fife at 5 p.m. Eastern, with a sweet new overlay that we put together for them. And then Monday, we're premiering a new show with that guy down here somewhere. I don't remember where I put the overlay. Which is new to the party. It's a bunch of people who have played very little to no D&D, and our boy Zed is going to be taking them through the ropes on all things D&D related. So that's going to be super exciting. And then last but not least, of course, our Tuesday night game is Dark Heresy. And that's going to be super exciting. There's some more fun announcements, like we're working on a talk show, which might launch in a couple of weeks. That might be kind of neat. What I'm talking about! We're going to be launching another new game on Sunday nights, so that's going to be super cool. Just waiting to figure out the last of the details on that. So overall, super excited, and things are going great here. Welcome to the party. So with that, hi, I'm Thruck. I'm going to be your storyteller for the evening, which is another hint, if you know these types of systems, for what's going to be happening. Sorry, I can't help myself a little. I got to give you a little bit of hint.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that wasn't a dead giveaway.
So let's go, starting right below me here, with Mr. Than Rand. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Than Rand. And I'm a streamer. You know, I stream every day, or every weekday, and some other days, but every weekday. Lots of stuff.
So much stuff. Sweet. And
so
then
much
right
God
below...
of War right now.
Oh my god, I thought you finished.
Well, I finished the story. There's still more to do.
Oh, there's way more to do. Yeah.
So much.
I have to go kill Valkyries. That's my big thing right now. Is the
Pretty
killing
much.
Valkyries. Yeah. And below that is Nancy.
Hi, I'm Nancy Druid. I stream sometimes, but mostly I'm a freelance filmmaker. Yay!
Do your shout out. Shout out your
Okay.
Kickstarter.
So I actually have a short film that I've written and I'm producing, and it's called Happy Hour. It's a dark comedy about a dysfunctional family. They're the Mulligans, and it's about one daughter who's just determined to fulfill her father's last wish. But a lot of crazy stuff happens. There's a fight sequence. It's a pretty cool short film, and we're raising money for it right now on Kickstarter.
Yay! Once you find the link, you should put it in chat as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it will be forever recorded. And then above that is Amok.
What up?
Amok doesn't stream. He's just a very well. I guess Amok plays. You are playing our Saturday game. Yeah.
Correct.
But other than that, he's a mystery and a ghost, and that's why we.
I'm Enigma.
An enigma wrapped in a mystery. And then there's a puzzle
Currently
also.
popcorn, actually, but hang on.
Oh, nice. And then below that is Portia.
Hey, I'm Portia. I actually do the only real social media type stuff that I do is on Instagram. I'm Mrs._OG Cron. So find me there. Yay.
Yeah.
I also play in Saturday's game. And you may hear echo because the next guy, Zed, and I are married and we stream from the same room.
It's super cute, and you can watch them fight between cameras. It's kind of hilarious. Let's do nobody.
I took her Nerf gun.
Oh, good, because there was a Nerf gun fight. Hey, later, fight off camera.
You did.
You guys are supposed to pretend you're a happy couple. Stop it.
Roleplay, damn it. Roleplay.
I
He said we were playing
myself
ourselves tonight.
Ah, damn it.
Ourselves tonight. Crap.
Sorry.
Awesome.
Where did you put my gun? I got
And then,
another gun.
okay, you two, here, now, No, we're doing introductions. Fight in game. Next to that is Noah, of course. You are muted, good sir.
I didn't know Discord could even mute. Hi everybody, I'm Noah. I'm a little nervous about being stuck between these two, but I think I'll be alright. I'm Bam Boomerang on Twitch. I stream art and I draw art, and I'm Noah Introduction on Instagram. I also put art there, and I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, you guys were telling me we have to be on Instagram now, so I'm gonna have to figure that out.
It's got the most interaction.
And then last but certainly not least is Zed.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Zed, or ZX, ZEDECXZ. I do not stream yet. Nah, I just don't stream. But I will be GMing the Monday game starting, Monday.
Yeah.
It's
You'll be streaming it, so you do stream. In fact, you stream
I guess I do.
twice a week.
But I don't stream under my own name.
Yeah, you don't do it yourself yet.
So I'm a perpetual guest streamer. How's that? And it's a D&D 5e game for new players. We've been putting stuff together, and everyone's real excited. And starting Monday will be our session 0, which will be character creation and sort of putting the final touches on some stuff. But we will, I'll be walking people through the character creation process. And part of my goal by the end of that is to have, hopefully, an okay example for other people to use of how they could also sort of walk multiple people through making a character, particularly if, say, you only have 1 or 2 books to share between 4 or 5 people, which is a pretty common issue for a lot of groups starting out. So.
Oh, good, because I actually was going to do that.
You actually what? Sorry?
I was going to ask if you were going to do that, because as still a newbie myself, that is the hardest part of the process.
I'm down. I think it'll be a good time.
Okay, so we ready to get started, guys?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Remember, tonight you are playing yourselves. For those of you who have figured out what system this is, pretend that system does not exist in this world. Pretend that none of the trappings of that are part of your brain.
Well,
That's the only thing I'm going to ask you.
But then I'm not me.
Black Dog Games?
Yeah. Yes, maybe you've heard of a publisher called Black Dog Games. But that is the only thing I'm asking you to edit out. In every other way, you are playing yourselves. Okay, so it's August of 2018, and welcome to the party is blown up. Regularly sporting over 500 viewers, the characters and players who make up WTTP are now a staple of the Twitch community. Hey, we can dream, right? Because of that success, a number of players have been invited out to the Twitch studios for a tour and a party with other Twitch folks. You all arrived in San Francisco the day before, and had a chance to meet up at the hotel and finally get to know each other face to face. Earlier today, you got the tour. Big, purple, and modern, the Twitch studios are impressive, and it was kind of cool to see how the company does business. But the real big deal was last night's reception. The Foo Fighters were playing, and numerous famous streamers were in attendance. Everyone was a little socially awkward, but Twitch thought even of that, giving every party that arrived an ambassador to introduce them and facilitate conversation between the different groups of people. If you have your music on, you'll be able to hear this. If not, that's okay too. Your guide for the evening was Felicity, a hipster production manager wearing dark, thickly rimmed glasses, black hair pulled back in a long ponytail, and sporting a big, oversized purple Twitch t-shirt on top of a black skirt and Chuck Taylors. There was free booze, free food, and herbal refreshment. Just then, the Foo Fighters began playing Everlong, and Felicity gets a broad smile on her face, looks at each of you, and says, "Ooh, I love this song." Looking each of you in the eyes, it's the last thing you remember.
Sucks. I don't really
I
like this
love
song.
this song too.
Literally my favorite song of all time. Not
I'm
even
sorry.
joking.
Nice!
Not this version, but this song.
Sure. You wake up. It's dark. Very dark. And you are so very hungry. What do you do?
I'm
find
assuming
yourself
we're in our hotel
kind
rooms.
of, when you wake up, you find yourself kind of in the fetal position. Your muscles ache. There's this gnawing hunger in your stomach as if you haven't eaten for weeks. At first you try to be like, stretch out the way you normally do, and you realize you're in a square box of some kind.
I roll for initiative.
Is it locked up, or can I open the box?
As you try to push on it, it seems to be secured on all walls. It's wooden. When you hit it, it's wood.
Am I wearing clothes?
You are wearing clothes.
Do I have my cell phone?
You do have your cell phone.
I turn on the light on my cell phone.
You find yourself in a wooden box.
I look around for a hinge or...
So it's one of those kind of classic, nailed together crates.
But it's square, no angled walls, it's just a straight box.
It's like a box with the wooden cross beams and yeah.
Okay,
What
but it
do I
doesn't
smell?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's your favorite food, Ben? Or I'm sorry, damn it, I'm just gonna do that. It's just gonna
Just
happen
screwed it
every
up.
once in a
It's
while.
all right.
Yeah. Zed, what's your favorite food?
Lamb.
You smell the most perfectly cooked lamb you have ever smelled coming from outside the box. And each and every one of you smells whatever it is you consider your favorite food. That sort of salivatory reaction is happening in your mouth right now.
burrito.
I
Okay.
very loudly start banging on the box and yelling. Hey, I'm really hungry. I need out of this box. Why am I in a box?
Can we hear that?
You all hear a muffled thumping and a higher-pitched female voice.
Okay. Do I have cell phone signal on my cell phone?
You do.
I call 911.
Okay. You call them in what?
Hmm?
What do you do? When you call them, they're
call-
like 911, San Francisco emergency. How may we help you?
I just woke up. I don't know where I am. I'm trapped in some sort of box or something. I have no idea where I am.
Stay calm, keep your cell phone on, and we will attempt to come to you.
Okay.
If you don't know where
I hear some thumping nearby as well. I'm literally trapped inside a crate or something. And I can hear somebody else struggling. It sounds like the similar. I'll let me shout out and see if anybody responds. And I will shout out, hello, I'm stuck in here too. Also, I'm really hungry, so if the ambulance or police could bring me some burritos, that'd be great.
Do I hear the sound?
You all hear a deeper sound come from one of the boxes.
Whoa, hey, somebody else is there? Can you get me out of this box?
Nancy, what are you doing right now?
I think I would bang on them and just reply that I'm here as well. I don't know why we're all stuck in here, and I would pull out my phone, see if there's any messages left on it.
You have a message from Felicity. In fact, you've all got the same text message. It goes, "Hey, are you guys okay?" Question mark.
I want to text her. No, we are. I think we're all stuck in boxes, and we need help. We don't know where we are. We're trapped and we're hungry.
It's a group message with her, and she goes, "Yeah, I was worried that might happen."
What?
I'm just ignoring text messages. I'm just talking frantically to them. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Just keep
assuming
yourself
my
on.
phone is pinging.
Yes. Fan, what are you feeling right now? What are you doing?
I feel like trying to push on this box to see if I can open it.
Okay. So I want you to roll. Where are you at? There you are. Roll me 6 dice.
Furiously starting to record people's stats.
Okay, it takes you a couple But at some point, for a moment, you feel stronger than you've ever felt before, but you also feel angrier, like it just washes over you in this moment of intense, just like soul-clawing rage as you finally you're beating on it. In fact, you start mindlessly beating on it, and you just get angrier and angrier and angrier, and finally your arm feels like a piston for just a minute, and it's this intense machine that you know could plow through steel, and this piece of wood is nothing to you, and you shatter the front of the box. What you see is this.
Okay, so I just heard a box break.
I'm going to get to the rest of you while that's happening, so we'll get right back to you. Well, you guys hear this, like, intense pounding. Noah, I haven't heard from you yet, and Zed, I've only heard from you a little bit, so tell me what's up.
All right. So, do I have my phone?
You do?
All right. I'll hop on Twitter. Do I have any likes?
You don't have any... yeah, you've got some likes. You posted some nice art.
Yes!
Some likes on it.
We are world-renowned streamers.
Yeah, you're all verified Twitter accounts now if you want them.
All right. Right. So, yes, attention. Okay. What time is it? What day is it?
So today, you believe... Actually, you've got cell phones. You know exactly what day it is. It is the night after the party. It is 11 p.m. the night after the party.
Okay. Well, and I'm in a box. I give it a knock. How thick does it sound like it is?
Not very thick. It's kind of like plywood, right? It's like it's thinner than 2x4s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I hear everything else. I'm gonna take my knee and I'm just gonna try and just like Muay Thai kick this box open with my knee. If I got room.
All right. So I want you to roll me 3 dice, please.
All right. Walk with me, the weenie.
I don't know. No, this is. It's not. So you start to feel it splinter, but it's absorbing a lot of your blow. Like you're just not finding the right spot to hit it. You do feel like it's going to give if you work a little bit harder. Well, you're working on that. I want to Zed. I nearly said it again. Zed.
Thank you. Okay, so you said it's more like plywood, not like 2x4s?
Oh god, I just realized. Oh, blob. So yeah, so hey stream, music... I just realized that you guys were hearing the intro music that whole time too, which is a little annoying, but we'll power through. I turned it off. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The music we can turn down individually, which I eventually did, but
I forgot to turn it off. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so so you said the wood is kind of thinner stuff?
It's like probably an inch thick, and then it's long vertical slats, and then there's like one horizontal slat that like secures the side.
Okay.
Or one diagonal slat that secures the side.
I try pushing on it, and if there isn't any give, I'll try to like roll to one side repeatedly to try to like knock or move my box off of wherever I am.
Okay. So, yeah, make me a... How about you roll me 7 dice?
Okay.
So what I'm looking for here, guys, is not the total number you get. I'm looking to see how many dice roll above a 6.
Do I need to re-roll anything?
You do not need to re-roll anything.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
You actually...
Damn.
Fan, as you bust out of your box, right? One of the other boxes, and you realize once you bust out, there's a blue covering over it. It's like a blue, like a roadie covering, right? But it's easy enough to tear off. And it has Mixer. It has the symbol for the competitor to Twitch, Mixer, on it.
We were stolen.
I'm literally aghast at this moment. I'm like, and I
as this happens, you also see one of the other boxes roll, thunk into, as you look up, what are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 naked human forms, bound by their hands to the wall, with very lightly cut into their chests, freshly bleeding, the mixer symbol. And it looks and it smells, and you think it would taste like the greatest thing ever to just lick it.
Am I still in my box?
You are still in your box. You asked if you could roll it. You were like, I'm gonna try and scoot it. So that's what you did.
Okay. I was hoping the box would break in that, but fine.
You said roll.
I got what I deserved.
I saw the box knock over or roll over or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go lick it.
You're gonna go lick it.
Yeah.
All right. I would like you, as you go up to the body, would you like male or female? It actually doesn't, you don't even really care. It all smells amazing. Like, you think you should care, maybe? I don't know what you are, but you think you might should care, but it all seems enticing to you.
Yeah.
So you're going to go up and lick one of them.
I'm gonna lick one. If I can tell it's a female, I'm gonna go for the female because.
Oh, no, I mean, they're naked. It's obvious to tell which is which.
Sweet. All right, let's do it.
Make a willpower check for me.
How do I do that?
Roll. I'm sorry. Yeah. Please roll me 4 dice. All right. So you, having licked it, you feel a little bit better, as if you've had some sustenance that you needed to put in your body. You felt for a moment like whatever this overpowering urge that like helped you break out of the box was. You felt like that was about to take over again, but you were able to like press it back down and like just hold it back inside. While you're doing that, let's go back around. Amok. You hear somebody break out.
Okay, somebody's breaking out of this box. I'm just going to stay quiet, though. I hear lots of smashing. I don't know if someone's being put in a box, gotten out of a box. Is help on its way? Can you give me...
Well, we kind of have an idea what block you're in, but this is... We have some pretty stringent privacy laws here in San Francisco.
Okay, I'll just pull up Google Maps real quick. Hang on 1 second.
Yep.
What does my location say?
You're at the Mixer Studios.
I'm at the Mixer Studios on address.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm going to ask you to hang up now.
I'm sorry, what?
To save your battery.
I'm at 90. I'm good.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and keep it on then. But we need to keep the phone lines open for anyone who calls in. So if I have
to... For what? Me? You have to keep the phone lines open for 911 calls like me.
And yes, sir, we will keep you on the line. I'm just letting you know, as we wait for emergency services to arrive at your location, if another call comes in that I am asked to field, you will hear music.
You're going to put me on hold.
Because yes, sir, we know your location, but we will be back to you as quickly as possible.
Okay, bullshit.
Okay. I'm sorry, sir.
911, when would 911 put me on hold?
Okay, so now I want you to make me there you are. I would like you to make me, can you roll for me 7 dice?
Since I'm not in roll 20, no, I can't.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Hang on. Invite. You need an invite.
I tried telling you in chat.
I missed it. I'm sorry. Okay. Please hold.
So while that's all happening, what we all hear is the girl from Meet the
Mima.
Chat.
There you go. It's in our chat. Okay, there we go. And we're back. I forgot to invite you. That's really horrible. I'm a bad person. Okay.
Okay. It's in art.
It's in,
okay.
It's in Crossback.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Sweet. Okay, so we'll get back to your role here in a second. Who was next on my list? Andrea. The Nancy Druid.
The muted Nancy
Druid. The muted.
The muted Druid.
There we go.
Muted Druid.
Oh no. Mike being a brat. Yep, no, your Mike's being a brat apparently. No.
All right. Well, she is working on technical difficulties. We will, as she works to fix that, Mike, go ahead and make your...
Aha.
Yeah.
Hang on. it's trying to take over
Okay.
like nine camera things. All right, there we go. All right.
Okay.
So that was 7, correct?
Yes, 7d10, please.
I can handle that. No, I can't. Not so much.
Well, you got 3 successes. It was enough. She starts to feel some empathy for you.
That's her job.
Right? And goes, I will sit on the line with you, sir. And I will wait with you.
Like they pay you to do. Yes, thank you. Is there an
Stand-
ETA? Do you know? Is there somebody nearby?
A police car is being dispatched at this time to investigate. This is incredibly unusual, so they're first going to check the veracity of your claim, and then we will.
Okay, great. They can come here and see me in this box.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I'm on the
we
top
have-
floor of the Nakatomi building.
I'm on the top floor of the Nakatomi building. All right, so that's your conversation. Andrea's, the Nancy Druid's not here. Portia, I'm just gonna say, I'm horrible. I'm horrible.
It's okay.
Portia.
So I hear somebody breaking out of the box.
Mhm.
I hear
Oh, and no more robots.
a box rolling.
Yes.
I'm gonna start physically kicking this box
Okay.
because if somebody else can break out, maybe I can too.
For sure. Portia, why don't you go ahead and roll me 5 dice? You hear it crack, but it's still kind of open. I mean, it's still closed.
Okay. I mean that's pretty much until this thing breaks open. That's what I'm going to keep doing.
Okay. Noah.
That's me. Well, I will continue the barrage of me into the box.
All right, roll me another 3d10.
Oh, you got it.
Gish, gish, gish.
It's up there.
With that additional success, because 6 and higher is a success, you're able to finally kind of get this thing off and then use the rest of your force to kind of push the nails out and get the thing open. You see Than licking the cuts on a naked woman's body. And at first you're horrified, but then you smell, what's your favorite food?
Oh, shoot. Oh, man. It's definitely like sandwiches dipped in soup.
All right. You smell the most savory, cheesy, chicken brothy sort of soup sandwich combination, except expand that by 100 times. And there's this gnawing hunger now that you see this. There's a little blue thing on top of the crate that you're able to get off as well. You notice that it has a mixer symbol on it and that they have the mixer symbol cut into their chest. What do you do?
I'm going to say, Than, that's fucked up. Hold on, though. I'll get back to that. I'm really hungry. I'm going to do everything I can to resist whatever urge propels me to eat. I'm being enticed to eat humans. I can see them. They're human, right?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. These are other human beings secured at the wrist, naked, tied to the wall. This room, by the way, because there's a couple of you out now, is a storage room. In here, you see 7 boxes. One of which has rolled and hit the wall. You've heard yelling from one of them, pounding from another one. You hear kind of a more muffled conversation coming from one now. There's a couple other smaller boxes that probably couldn't hold a human. It's kind of gray corrugated walls and like an open, no drop ceiling, so you can see like the tubes and things like that. The floor is blue carpeting and it's been stained in front of where these folks are. Dim lighting, but there is some lighting here. And 6 human bodies chained to the wall. Why don't you go ahead and give me a roll for me for D10?
4d10.
You step closer. Like almost autonomously step closer. And on that 3rd step, you're able to stop yourself. And it takes all of your willpower to be able to stop yourself.
Yeah. I will continue trying to stop myself as long as I'm able.
Okay. Zed.
Well, if the Nancy Druid's ready, since we kind of skipped her.
Oh gosh, Nancy Drew, are you back?
Yes.
Hey, let's do
And
it.
a robo voice.
Yay!
Yay!
I would. Well, first, I'd like to send out message to Felicity to be like, you know, you sound like you know what's happening. Do you know where we are and what's going on? And then if I hear what's going on, I think I'd just like to pound and then see if I can pound through the.
For sure.
crates.
You send what's going on,
Yeah.
and she texts back to your group at SMS. Are you safe? Question mark. Are you hurt? Question mark.
I said, I don't know if I'm hurt. I'm just stuck in a box.
Get out of the box. Get everyone else out of the boxes, and give me a call.
I'll just send copy.
Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Roger.
Okay.
Danger. Danger.
Do I roll
Danger
anything
roll,
to
Robert.
break out of the box?
Yeah. So for you, let's roll. Give me 4d10. 4d10. You like hurt yourself trying to hit the box. You slam up against it. You're like, oh, I cut my elbow, and then you like go into it with your fist. You're like, oh, I hit one of the gaps between the slats, and it kind of pinched my. And you're getting really angry about
Not
it.
accurate.
You're getting really angry, so I want you to roll another 4d10 for me.
Okay.
For a moment,
Whoa.
you feel this bestial rage just take over you. And it's I don't know if it's you ever feel like this intense physical, like I must destroy everything around me sort of rage. For a moment, you feel that, but
Okay.
being shocked by the sheer impact it has on your psyche, you're able to swallow it back down. And then off to Zed.
Okay, so I just rolled my ass some distance,
And hit something squishy.
okay, which fine, but now I'm pissed at this fucking box
Yep.
because I definitely hit my nose against the side of it.
Probably.
Motherfucker! So with just a whole string of cursing, I attempt to, I try to like ball up my body and just push.
Yep.
With the goal of like engaging my arms and legs to just like stand up and split the box at the like whatever's fasteners, nail screws, whatever.
Okay. Roll for me 60-10. And we're going to go ahead and add 2 additional successes to that. One, two, three. So, you feel this for a moment like you're the strongest you've ever felt in your entire life. It's exhilarating. It's this moment where your back never hurts anymore, your knees don't creak anymore. That you feel the most alive you have ever felt as this power fills up your arms and your legs, and you explode out of the box. Now I need you to roll me 1d10. Okay, that hunger takes you over for a moment, but you see right next to you this maybe 22, 23-year-old kid. He's been tied to the wall, and for a moment, you feel like you must consume his life force.
Okay.
And then you're able to. Oh, you just want to give in?
Oh yeah. No. So I am super fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I feel like a conquering warrior.
Yes.
I'm wrecking the next thing I see.
That is the next thing you see. To your surprise, to Than's surprise, to Noah's surprise, because you're the 3 out of the boxes at the moment, you grow these incredible fangs out of the top of your mouth. And instead of just kind of going in for the lick that Than went in for, you instinctually head right for the jugular and sink your teeth in. You feel this warmth and this joy and this intense pleasure run through your body. You, for a moment, feel more alive than you've ever felt before in your entire life. But you also know you are killing this person. How far do you want to go?
If I'm able to leave them at all alive, I will.
Okay, roll for me 4d10.
Okay.
Yeah, so you are able to, you drink and you drink and you drink, and at some point you feel the pulse start slowing down, and the flow of blood starts slowing down into your mouth, and you realize at that moment you're able to shake yourself out of this reverie and detach your fangs. There's blood smeared across your beard. It's matted, and you feel this sense of triumph and joy like you've never felt before.
I take some of the blood from my beard and I'm like rubbing my whole face.
Okay.
And then I just go, rah! Yeah, that's me for a moment.
Okay.
The true Zed is revealed.
Yeah, exactly.
Amok. I'm here with you.
Yes.
What do you hear? What do you see? Tell me what's going on.
Just lots of smashing now. I think something just roared. I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't remember going to a zoo at any point in time, but I have no idea.
Okay. Well, it says that the patrol car is 3 minutes out. This is a very hard story to believe with roaring, but we're going to check it out, and I'm here with you until I get a call.
Again, I don't know that it's actually roaring. It could be a movie playing in a room. I have no idea because I'm stuck in a box.
Okay. And yes, the police have told me they're 1 minute 30 seconds out. We'll be with you shortly, I hope. You wouldn't. You're in a box. You wouldn't know
I
where in the
hope so
building
too.
you are.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I'm sure if they listen for roaring, they'll probably find it.
Okay. Who is next? Andrew. Oh, Than. So you've just seen Zed bust out of this box. You've seen Noah bust out of his box, except he didn't immediately destroy another human being for the most part right afterwards. But you saw Zed grow giant fangs and stick them into the side of something and then smear the blood over his face like it was the most orgasmic moment of his life.
It was. It really was. I feel different.
Oh man. Oh man. Whose box is like?
There are 4 boxes left unopened.
Mine is cracked.
Yeah, you see cracks in one of them. One of them has been completely silent. You can hear talking from the other 2. Or from one of the other ones. And then you heard beating from one of them, but it didn't actually do anything.
The one that's cracked, I'm gonna go try to open that box up. Whatever I gotta do to.
Go ahead and roll me. How much strength do you want to put behind this?
I mean, you know, about as much as I intended to use when I got out.
Okay, roll me 7 dice. 1. You got 2 successes. One of which was a 10. So that's going to allow
3.
1. Oh, 3. Look at that. You got 3 successes. One of which is a 10. That's great. So with a rip, the front of the box comes off, and there you see looking at her cell phone and kind of trying to like get her way out of the box is the Nancy Druid.
Wait, so I'm getting out of the box? Sorry, Steve.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Portia who had broken the box a little bit, right? So sorry. You see Portia trying to like beat against the box, and as you rip it open, you see Portia looking up at you.
Okay, good, not alone. What's on your face?
I just kind of look at it and I'm like, that, and I point right to the bodies.
Yep.
Hey, babe, come on over.
Portia, what's your favorite food?
Numb pen.
Numb pen. Not
That's a
Penn is a
restaurant name.
city.
What's the food?
Oh no, the smell of that restaurant
So like
in Cleveland.
kind of rich
Vietnamese
Asian,
food.
like
Umami.
Yeah,
Vietnamese.
everything Asian smelling.
Mm.
Fried dough, noodle soups.
The
Yes.
scent coming off of these open, bleeding chests of these live human beings chained to the walls is as if a master chef of that kind of food was cooking it directly under your nose. What do you do? And you have not eaten for like a week.
That feels horrifying. I am, while enticed, as much as I love Zed, he is covered in blood,
He is.
and I am
Yeah.
deathly
And you kind of want to
freaked
lick
out.
his face a little bit, actually.
Yeah, but I also don't, because I hate blood. Because
Yeah.
Portia's participated in an autopsy because she worked in forensics, and no.
Okay, so why don't you roll me 4d10? For a moment, you almost feel yourself give in. You know that smell, and you know how good it will feel when you put it inside of you. Were you to take it from Zed's
Freeze it.
face, I'm on purpose here.
Okay.
Were you to even just consume the remnants from your husband's face, you would believe for a moment that it was the closest form of intimacy that you could ever possibly share, but you shake yourself right out of it.
You haven't done an autopsy, no. How long did I not eat meat after that?
So
Sweet and sour
you've got-
sauce. Come on over,
You've
baby.
got these, so as a role-playing note, you've got these two forces fighting inside of you right now, right?
Mhm.
There's the one saying, I've seen this, I know what it is, it's fucking disturbing, I didn't eat meat for weeks afterwards. And then the other one which goes, I'm super turned on by this.
Yep.
Well, super food turned on by this. And
Uh-huh.
passion. Yeah, all of that good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
I hate this because I love Asian food so much.
So we've got two of you left in boxes, so I'm going to go to you two now. We'll start with the Nancy Druid.
I would like to first like pound on the box to see and just yell, can somebody help me get out of this? But also try and bust it open myself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me those 4d10 again.
Okay.
You are just not making any, and it's making you angry too, right? Like you're feeling that anger, that violent sort of come up in you, which means I want you to actually give me another 4d10.
What?
It's okay. You got 2 successes. And so you're able to still push it back down, but there's something trying to bust out of you. Just like, right.
There's a box in a box.
There's a box in a box. And
Box
then,
option.
no, we haven't been to you for a minute, so let's go to Noah. You were seeing all of this happening around you. You were stunned for a moment, but were able to pull yourself out of it.
Yeah. Well, if I'm playing me, I'm just seeing these guys turn into monsters and eating people. I'm gonna get away.
So the core tension is, the logical part of your brain is currently saying, this is fucked up and insane. You've discovered that there is a new part of your brain that is saying that this is really awesome, and so they're in conflict now.
Yeah, I'm used to that. I'm gonna try and kill that other part.
Okay. I want you to kill the really
is it,
terrible part, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
With my brain. And if I can't, I'll find where it is in my brain else.
I'll just stab it in my brain. Okay, so I want you to roll me 4d10.
Okay.
You come incredibly close to giving in. You, for a moment, see the unmitigated joy on Zed's face, just reveling in this moment, in this new chapter in his life. You see Than just kind of licking up this woman's body and go, I could weirdly get behind that. You see you see the power with which Zed blew out of that box, and for a moment you just stare into the wound and don't even see the human being. You just see the food, and your brain calls it food for a moment, and then you shake back out of it again.
Ah. Ah. And can I run away?
There is a door.
Can I-
It doesn't have a window. It is a classical, like, fire door in any office anywhere. It's a double-sided metal door with a round knob.
Yeah, as soon as I'm able to, I'm gonna flee this room.
It's locked. And with that, we'll go back to Amok.
Any closer? Okay, also in the background, now that people have bust out of boxes and people are speaking?
Yeah.
Yes? No? Okay.
Yes.
Do I hear a recognizable voice?
Yeah, you hear Zed. You hear Than. Noah hasn't actually talked yet. Nancy Beard hasn't actually talked yet. So you've heard Zed
I have.
and Portia and Than.
Okay, if I've heard a recognizable voice, then I will,
Yep.
as I'm still on the phone, I'd say, I think I hear someone I might know, and I will shout, I assume, Zed, Portia, get me the hell out of this box.
On it, buddy.
Okay, so you're going to go over and try and open the box?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Easy enough. Go ahead and roll me those 6 dice again.
My life is reliant on Zed's dice chi, damn it.
Right.
I've got a real uppy downy roll there too.
Oh man.
It's fine. You rolled a 10, which is a critical success, along with a 9. And so between the two, you are able to kind of rip the front of the box off. And sitting there in the fetal position is Mike with his cell phone and his up to his head.
Oh, hey, hold on, ho.
You have to be. It's just the size of the box is fetal. Like it's.
I understand.
Yeah.
I am in repose, thank you.
In gentle repose. Now, Amok. The minute it comes off, you see the blood on Zed's face. And then you see the people across the room. At this moment in time, you have not eaten for a week.
Okay, can I ask one question as I
Yes,
watch
you
it?
may.
See this?
Mhm.
We did discuss earlier that we are not familiar with this particular the
Oeuvre.
previous iteration, but we still
Yes.
know that the mythical creature that we
Yes,
are
indeed.
may or may not. Okay.
Yes. You feel, you see it, and you have this mystical experience for the moment. And guys, he hasn't noticed it yet, but Amok has changed. His face doesn't look the same. He looks about 20 years older. He's got like these sags under his eyes. His face is grayed out a little bit, and
Okay, so
Okay.
when I pull open the box for him, then my
Mhm.
my smile like
Oh, buddy.
and all of his hair is turned gray as well.
What here?
I know. What's left of his hair is turned gray.
Your beard.
I'm already half gray, man.
Beard.
Yeah, he's got like big liver spots on his face. Yeah, he's
Okay, so-
visibly different.
And like, if I assume my hands also look this way too. If I like, as I'm like this,
Now
looking
that
at my
there's-
hands, holding
yeah.
the phone, or looking up at him.
Yes, now that there's more light, at first you were panicked and you were kind of down on
Sure,
the phone
sure.
and you weren't really paying attention. But now that you have a moment to kind of drink it all in, you see your hands too. Yeah. These
Okay, and that point,
hands.
and I can see like chained people and stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh. I say into the phone, frat prank, FO Pi Omega rules, and hang up. I will get up, and I will find the nearest corpse. I take that back, and I will sample man and woman to see which one I like better.
Okay. So it's interesting. It's about vintage, right?
All right, cool.
So, as a person who enjoys logic and knowledge and technology, there is a younger female there who, as you
How are those two correlated? I'm sorry.
as you grow these teeth, as you just run straight at her, and these teeth grow out of your mouth, and as you sink your teeth in, you're visited for a moment by her memories. 4 years at MIT, computer science, 2 more years at MIT. I don't know what. I work at PR. Shut up.
Yes.
Uber
Carnegie
MIT.
And you realize that for a moment you were able to discern the different smells and not know exactly the vintage, but you immediately knew which one you preferred. And as you start to drink and feel this warmth come into you and this knowledge, and you get these glimpses of her memories, you realize that I need to feed off what I love.
And it's about her experience, past life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, her life experience, not
Yes.
anything else. Okay.
Yes, it's about her life
programmer.
experience. Yep.
Do I
So I
recognize
have to
any of
ask
these
you,
bodies?
are you going to try and stop yourself before she dies?
Yes, I will
Okay.
attempt to stop myself.
Let's take a look at your character
Your memories
sheet.
smell delicious to me.
Please roll 4d10 for me.
And I would like to point out, it is not because I'm trying to save her. It's because, one, she tastes good, and I don't want to ruin it all. And
Sure.
two, I'm pretty sure if I kill someone, I go full vampire. That's how the rules work, right? I don't know what
Right,
movie
that's
I'm
exactly how the rules work.
in. Yeah, I do okay at it. I'm not plus.
You go a little bit deeper than you probably should have. You know that she is still alive.
Coma's fine.
She's certainly gonna need a transfusion.
Well, I could just take the guy that doesn't taste very good and just jam some blood in her later. Whatever. Okay, cool.
Okay, so we've got everybody's out except Andrea. Does anybody want to? And one other box.
Help
Which
me.
it would actually at this point it would be totally safe to assume that that seventh box is Throck, right? Because he was with you guys.
Yeah.
So there's 2 unopened boxes left.
Rather than interact with the bodies in any way, because from my personal experience, I am horrified personally by this. I, like Muck, know the myth, know the idea of what must be happening, but I am still horrified by this realization just because of my own personal experiences. So rather than engage with the bodies in any way, I'm going to go try to open a box, but while I am going, I mean, I talk a lot. We all know this. So, yeah, my reaction is, okay, this smells so fucked up. Wait, it smells fucked up? But, okay, box, open a box, open a box. I'm going to go over to whatever box I'm hearing noise from.
Yep.
And I'm just going to start ripping and pulling at the box as hard as I can.
As you start to pull at it, you feel this pain, what you believe should be pain, under your fingers, but you hear Beethoven. You feel no pain, you hear this soaring classical music as you start to pull at it.
Okay, what the fuck is up with my head?
And I would like you to roll 5 dice for me.
Shut up. I swear to God, shut up.
Thank you, Sean, for doing what I think you did.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely did it. I read the list.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
right?
Damn it. God damn it.
And you're able to pull it off. And
How do my hands look? Because my immediate reaction after pulling it is to look at my hands.
so you have cut open your fingers, but no blood is coming out. And the fact that no blood is coming out is more important to you than the fact that Andrea is sitting there, like, on her phone, trying to get out of the thing. And I need you to make or roll 2 dice for me. And again, you feel this over-encompassing rage. Except for you, the
I
rage...
haven't felt the rage yet.
No, you have. The issue isn't whether or not you feel the rage, it's what you do with it, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You feel this this hunger and this rage overpower you. But you don't feel the rage. You see Picasso. You see these amazing works of art in front of you that you must possess for a moment. And it's just this swirling, magical world of color that you are able to shake immediately out of your head.
How close have I gotten to the bodies?
You have stayed relatively far away. The boxes are on one side of the room. The bodies are on the other side of the room.
But have I moved from where I just was?
You did. You moved over. Oh, you mean right now? Yes. You did move a couple steps closer to the body as you, like, turn from Andrea. Andrea, you see the box get ripped open. Portia doesn't even look at you. She just looks at her hands, and then she looks up at nothing for a moment, and then she looks at the bodies and takes one step, 2 steps, stops and shakes herself out of it. Andrea, what do you do?
I look at Portia weird, and then I go ahead and I frantically call Felicity.
Okay. As you start dialing, what's your favorite food?
Oh, I really like nachos.
All right. So you know when you get, like, the everything nachos, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just you get that, like, savory, cheesy, sort of salty, right? It's that times 100, and you haven't eaten for a week, and you realize you stop dialing Felicity's number halfway through, and you look up, and you realize what Portia was staring at. It's these bodies chained to the wall, but you only vaguely discern that they're bodies. They're food. I need you to make me roll 4d10, please.
Okay.
You rush at them. Your cell phone falls out of your hand. You move. I need to make sure this is actually correct, so I don't lie to you. Yeah, everyone else sees this as it happens. She moves in an instant. You've never seen anyone move as fast as she has in her in your life. She was standing with her phone, and the next moment, with just a blur, she's up on this body and is starting to drink out of it.
Throck, what did I see when she did that?
You saw her. Oh,
okay,
so you did see the movement. It's not like you don't see stuff around you.
But it's more of it becomes something else? Or, like, do
so,
I hear something when she does that, or?
So noises can become sounds, different colors can be, yeah. So, I mean, for the most part, it hasn't, that part of the change is still occurring.
Okay, so it hasn't totally set in yet.
Yeah, and you should feel free to vamp that as much as you want. It's not as if you cannot see, right? You are not blind.
Okay.
And your vision is not impaired by this malady.
It was for that moment, but
yes.
not from this.
Yeah, it just lost control for a second, right? But you normally can discern reality around you in a normal way, but it's just you tend to perceive things very, very differently.
Speedy food girl. I want to know what she's doing.
Yeah, so you sink your teeth in.
Wait, am I still going? Is that what's happening?
Yes. As you feel these new pointy bits, for lack of a better term, come out of your mouth and sink in, it's the most expressive, most perfect moment you have experienced in your life. You feel...
I feel like I'd feel conflicted. I feel like I'd feel conflicted. Like I'd be confused and like, this is really good, but like, like as my teeth are still in, I'd be like, and then like try and see if I can back away.
Okay.
I'm really creeped out by what I'm doing.
For sure. Go ahead and roll me 4d4. Or 4d10 and not d4. It's always d10s. Roll me 4 dice. You cannot stop yourself. You want to, and it's like there's this part of you that's breaking as this happens. You feel it. You know what you're doing is wrong in one part of your brain, and another part of your brain says this is the moment. This is artistry as artistry was meant to be. This is pure expression and emotion wrapped up in a single moment of being. And before you know it, you no longer feel a pulse. You no longer feel any blood. And you feel full. For the first time in what feels like a lifetime.
Oh man. I guess I feel good about it now, and I'm like, well, this is new.
Yeah. All right, so to set the scene for everyone at this point, because everybody's out of the box except Throck. There is one unopened box. We've got a bloody-faced Zed. We've got a Nancy Druid who is just drained to death a human body. We have Portia who looks to be off in her own world. Noah's trying to get out the door, and a Muck and Than. Are you still licking? I skipped over you, and it's 6 people. It's a little bit more. But
yeah,
what else
no,
are you doing?
I licked, and then I went and opened the box, and then
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. I wanted to, do I recognize any of these people that are not, I mean, like the bodies, like the...
No, you don't recognize a single one of them.
Awesome. I'm going to say I went right back over to
Okay.
where I was looking and just kept going.
Okay. You have seen it now. Do you want to attempt to drink?
I saw Zed's reaction and how great he looked like. He just, yeah. I saw Nancy and just how great that went. And so, yeah, I am going for it.
Okay. Are you going to attempt to drain unto death, or are you going to stop before they die?
I'll stop before they die.
Okay, roll.
I think. I don't know. You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's do this.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 4d10 for me.
4d10 coming
roll 4
up.
dice. Yeah.
Ugh.
You do continue draining this person you were licking on before, and you drain them to their very last drop. But when you do, not only do you feel this incredible sense of passion and joy, and you feel this incredible sense of loss.
Oh.
As if some part of you just permanently broke. And at this point, everybody's out, so I don't want to narrate you guys individually at this point, because that's going to take a long time. The floor is open to you guys to tell me what happens. So you see each other. Noah's going for the door. Than is feeding. A Muck just finished feeding. Nancy Druid is feeding. Portia's kind of freaking out a little bit. And Zed is like, I'm king of the world.
Actually, at this point, I would be using my King of the Worldness to go rescue one of my best friends, Brock.
I was going to say,
pick him up.
I'm going right back to the box with Zed. I mean, I keep flipping out of his face, but I'm trying to open the box too.
Okay.
I'm
It's
used
also
to her
not,
flipping out.
I was gonna say, not super different, so it's like, ooh.
No, not quite.
Yeah. Okay, so between the two of you, you give a good tug and it opens. With 2 of you, it's actually relatively easy. And the box is empty.
Huh.
Where is he?
I like
Did he
put
get
my
it?
hands
I
in the
mean-
box and try to search around and see if there's anything in there.
Dink, 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 dink. Nothing.
Well, shit. I hope he's okay.
Okay. Is anybody else look visibly different
No,
than they did
only
before?
Just you.
Oh, come on! What the hell is this?
No, it's a good look.
No, it's not.
buddy.
Dude.
It'll
What's
Tastes super fucked up. What the hell am I saying?
I like that. That's the problem.
Did I just
That's the
say
major outrage right now.
something ridiculous, or am I insane?
Anyway,
Also, can you clean your face? Please? You're freaking me out. I know. This whole thing is fucked up, but can you please clean your face? Please?
yeah, let me just go get some more blood. I'll wash it off.
No, that doesn't help.
Oh, it
well,
does.
try
It really
the hand
doesn't.
method, like a cat, lick a hand and then kind of rub it, lick a hand.
No,
Maybe.
I'm not cat
Here,
licking his
No,
face.
not you.
What?
Him,
I like rub some
him,
off with a
fine.
finger and then I offer you my finger.
While
No,
I'm
wait.
feeding, I'm just making eye contact with Portia the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not
Uh-huh,
looking at
uh-huh,
things.
uh-huh.
Anything beyond his own
Yeah,
whole
oh,
damn
yeah,
world,
mm.
as far as I'm concerned. I'm not. No.
Baby,
no.
Wait,
look at him.
Okay,
This
hang on,
is-
guys.
this
No.
is
Pause.
changed.
No.
Pause right there. Noah, you see this argument going on. What are you doing? You realize the door's locked. You're not
Wow.
going to be able to get it open. They're arguing. What's your reaction to all this?
Oh, well, at this point, I think I'm going to actually have to do a reality shift because real Noah would probably actually just start trying to kill everybody, but that's not fun. So I'm gonna go into like Bizarro Noah where I'm just chill with like dead bodies hung up or like actually live bodies hung up. And
Freaking out is a
feeding
totally
them.
okay response. If you believe that is how you would respond, this is a game where you're making those choices for yourself.
I would be pretty dramatic. Like I would just like, I would just I'm just gonna
Be dramatic.
Yeah.
It's
Do it.
We ain't
a
scared.
game.
No, I'd like kill myself in like 10 seconds. Like it'd be over. I'd be gone.
All
I
right,
mean,
So-
you can try.
How would you like to try and kill yourself? I can't believe I just said that in a role-playing game. How would you like to try and kill yourself in this room?
By trying to kill Zed.
Noah comes rushing at you, Zed.
Ah,
All right.
hey, whoa.
Sorry. Real
Nope.
Noah, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Ah!
Tell Sean what you try to do, and I'll find out what I do.
So I couldn't get out the door. I'm watching all of them eat people and like drink blood. That's at the end. And I was trying to fight it, and I'm trying to go crazy and get out of there. Nothing's working, so at this point I just lose my mind. I'm just gonna try and stop it by all means necessary. I'll just like go berserker rage. I'm probably not even effective. I'm just gonna rush at Zed.
Interesting.
Try and get him to kill me with one punch.
I don't
Okay.
stop feeding the whole time. I just watch everything that's happening while I'm feeding.
All right, so you're going to go up and try and punch Zed. Okay, so what I want you to do is, so you see, Zed, you see him coming at you. His fist is out. There's this rage and fear in his eyes. And he's coming straight towards you. Noah, can you roll 5 dice for me? I'm sorry, wrong thing.
I was gonna say, let me know when I'm allowed to react.
You can use your action to dodge if you so choose, or it is a contested roll between the two of you to see if he hits.
Okay. I don't know that I'm dodging so much. My goal would be to attempt to like kind of yoke him up and just hold him with his arms at his sides until he comes down. So
Okay, go ahead and roll me 6 dice.
okay.
Okay, so Noah, as you go at him, he wraps you around. He takes you by that fist, and he brings both of your arms back, and he's just kind of holding you. Andrea, you finished feeding by this time, and you
It's
see
okay,
Noah.
buddy. It's okay. Shh.
I would not stop struggling. Sorry.
He's kicking.
I didn't expect that to work.
I feel like I should apologize for everything I'm going to do because it's just going to be like black and white until we're not dealing with like human bodies put on display and bleeding out.
I accept your blanket apology. Don't worry about it from here on out, man.
Dope. Right on. All right. I'm just going to keep on freaking out and struggling. My mouth and
Andrea, I'm interested in your reaction to this.
Oh no, we can't hear you again.
Aww.
Oh
no.
No.
The mic got dumb.
Okay.
Very stupid mic.
So while that's getting fixed, Amok, I'm interested in your reaction to this.
I still don't understand why do I gotta be old? I don't understand.
You're cutting.
Yeah. I'll just let the fight happen. Whatever.
Okay.
I'll just start looking around. I'll just start looking around the room.
Okay.
Like, is there? I mean, there's a door over there that's apparently locked. That didn't work. These people are all unconscious, correct? Like, right? They don't have. They weren't screaming the whole time. That we just weren't paying attention. Okay.
No, they're unconscious.
Then I'll just keep looking around. Like, there's got to be something else in this room.
Yeah.
I'll double check my phone. Oh wait, hang on. I do check the phone as well because there was a bunch of text messages that I ignored while I was on with 911.
Yep.
And there's a group message that I'm supposed to call somebody.
Felicity, actually.
Who is Felicity again?
Felicity
took
was
us on the
your
tour
handler
yesterday.
who took you on
She
the.
just took a tour. That was our only interaction with it. That's the only place we know her from.
The only
Well,
NPC
it's
we've
actually
met.
only from the party that night. Someone
Right,
else
like
took you on the tour.
there was no
Yeah.
previous contact with this person. Just
No.
she was the. Okay. Fuck it, I'll call her.
Okay. Felicity here.
Yeah, this is a muck.
Oh, hey. You guys get out of those boxes?
Yeah, we're all out of the boxes. Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
Well, if you know where the boxes are, then you know where I am.
No, the Nancy Druid told me you guys were stuck in boxes somewhere. I have an idea where you might be, because
I'm in a basement with a bunch of boxes.
and you see the
we're all
mixer
here.
symbol on stuff too.
Oh, yeah, and there's the mixer symbol, some sort of mixer symboled place. I don't know. It looks like a warehouse. It doesn't look like offices though, but it could be.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the mixer people took you captive, which is a bummer. Because
okay.
they're here trying to assault Twitch HQ right now.
Oh damn.
And then she's saying it in this sort of blasé tone, I assume.
Yeah.
You don't seem appropriately shocked by any of the events you just described.
What did Felicity look like yesterday?
She was a little like, what are they? Like a little hipster girl, except she was wearing, she had like big
no,
rubber jacket.
like
Oh.
how? I'm looking at myself.
Yeah.
I'm normally pretty red. I wasn't bleeding. I'm red.
No, you're pretty pale.
Was Felicity pale?
Not this pale.
Not this pale.
No.
She was like hipster girl pale.
She was like Zed is now that he's almost fully drinking a whole human being pale, which looks relatively flush with life.
Muck.
Huh? Yeah.
No,
Just
I'm
put me on
hearing-
speaker. Just put me on speaker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I put her on speaker.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some fighting going on in the background.
Yeah.
Felicity,
Could you make him
are you
stop?
in on this shit?
Yeah, they'll work it out. It's fine.
Are you in on this shit?
Am I in on what shit? You getting
What do you
captured?
think
No.
shit?
Why am I old? How about that?
Oh, yeah, I was in on that.
God damn it.
In on what? Could you
Okay,
specify?
so here's the
Yeah.
deal. Actually, you got to stop that guy fighting before he can talk. It's really annoying. Can any of you all have powers kind of now? Can one of you like flex a mind muscle just to calm him down a little bit?
I'm sorry, what?
You are nuts. I keep hearing music and tasting pictures.
All right.
Tasting pictures. What am
stop
I saying?
I stick my hand out in a dramatic fashion and say, "Stop fighting."
Okay.
No, guys, please.
Give me a roll 6 dice.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
Noah.
Hamana.
That's actually really a 5 successes. Noah, roll.
Yeah.
Where are you at? Where'd you go? Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. I want you to
Where you go?
roll. It's wits and will. Okay, so I want you to roll 6 dice as well.
All right.
There you go. Where you at? Where you at?
1, 2, 3, and 2 ones. Okay, so.
And a 10.
Yes. Which it's a crit, but there's also 2 ones. So it balances out.
You can tell.
You feel this. You feel as if you are compelled to stop fighting. The minute a monk puts his hand out and goes like this, there's this wave of power over you that you almost cannot control. And the part of it that's stuck in your brain was stop. And you stop. Outside of your own control.
Boom! Mind powers.
I
Oh, get quiet.
let him go.
Was that Noah?
Yeah, I got it. Everything's fine.
Yeah,
Mind
it said
powers
on his
work.
profile he might react this way.
So then why would you? All right, nope. Not gonna do it.
Here, let me hand the phone over to Noah for me.
Okay, here you go.
I guess we're on speaker. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
Speaker. I just
Yeah.
I aim it that way.
Noah?
Can I talk?
Yes.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm more angry than I've ever been in my entire life.
I promise you, if you eat a little something, you'll feel better.
Well, no, I could. What?
Felicity, stop talking.
This is gonna prompt me to freak out. I'll just start screaming again.
All right, I want you to listen very carefully for a moment. I want all of you to listen very carefully for a moment.
Throck,
Dan listens very carefully.
I was trying to use my magical, mystical mind powers to make Felicity stop suggesting horrible.
Over the phone?
Yes.
You delve into your brain and you realize there's nothing there to grab at that you feel like would allow you to compel someone. I think. Let me check.
Compelled.
Oh yeah, never mind. Roll 6 dice and then roll a d10
Thank you.
by itself.
Okay. 6.
Also, I wish I could roleplay my overreaction, but I
10.
Oh,
You're
so
raging on the inside. We all know.
you hear it go, "Hey, that doesn't work over the phone," and then Portia roars as she goes into this complete frenzy and just outside of any of her own control runs at one of the bodies. And at first, she just starts tearing at it and tearing at it and tearing at it. And then she starts drinking not from a vein, but from the open wounds, and then puts her hand in the body and pulls out some organ or another and is squeezing the blood as you see her for a moment become this feral beast. Because
That's the lady I married.
The liver has the most blood in it in the living tissue because it's a solid organ.
Yeah,
I know this because I've cut one in half.
You're not really thinking with logic right now. You're
Yeah, I
thinking
know.
with you're thinking with the beast.
Yay!
That's using your beast.
That's using your beast. Okay, and after a moment, you calm down again, and you feel full and sated. And still a little angry as you were before, but like the echoes have gone away, your condition feels a little bit better, and you just had what can only be described as a full-body orgasmic experience.
Uh-huh. But now I'm
Nice.
standing in front of this thing that I'm horrified by.
You're not so horrified by it is the issue. You still have that core tension in your brain, but just remember there is a part of you that's totally okay with this now.
Yeah.
Did she just freak out over the phone?
A little.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, a mission accomplished. So
Well, that wasn't
I guess.
really. I mean, it happens. It happened to Noah. It happened to Portia. It's expected. It's about a 33% freak out rate. Used to it. Hey, is the Nancy Drew there too? She was texting with me earlier. I haven't heard her.
Why did I?
Yeah, I'm here. Just kill the
Curled up on the
person.
floor.
Yep, she murdered someone. Yeah, she's
Okay.
here.
Why did
Hang
I
on,
see
I'll
that
aim the
thing?
phone that way.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, super good.
Okay, so
How-
here's
I see that.
you're doing good. Good, because I heard you
Yeah.
just killed someone. You're kind of
Yeah.
at peace with that.
Oh, no. I'm pretty much just hoping this is a really, really fucked up dream.
Well,
So, you
It's
want to tell us
mine.
why?
yeah. I just wanted to make sure everyone was kind of okay first.
Then
And-
why am I not bleeding?
You actually now you bleed a little bit from your fingers now that you're full. So here's the deal. Oh, I should just kind of. You're vampires now.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay, I think some of you did, but it's awesome.
I didn't want to be.
And here's the
dead.
deal. So there's the Twitch, and then there's the real Twitch. We are a multimedia, multinational conglomeration run by people like yourselves who influence the media.
I knew it.
We have created a new platform by which we believe we can influence the world essentially for the better and to hide ourselves. Whenever we see exceptionally talented people such as yourselves, we bring them into the fold.
So Mixer is also Twitch, but not
No.
Twitch.
No, Mixer is like, it's another group of us who aren't super nice. Like, we're not I mean, we kill people sometimes, but mostly we try to have a sustainable living lifestyle, right? This is San Francisco. We're all about sustainable agriculture. And that includes our food stock. We don't like to murder. We don't like to kill. In fact, many of the people who we use are willing. Many of us go about our day-to-day lives. We keep connections with our families. It's just we have the ability to now to be more influential, more powerful.
And the only way to conceivably sustain a complicated streaming schedule is to be undead? Okay.
No,
Well, like you get a lot of
Yeah.
sunlight that way.
well, you,
Hey, Sean.
it was all started by somebody like us as a way to get around somebody's stranglehold on cable television. He was attempting to
Ted
create
Turner?
yes, he was trying to get around Ted Turner, essentially.
Yeah.
He was attempting to create a new avenue, and then he started bringing people in, and then they started bringing people in, and so here we are. The streaming medium is apparently controlled primarily by vampires.
Hey, Sean Throck.
Yeah.
Noah is still stopped, right?
It's starting to wear off now.
Well, okay. Before it fully wears off,
Yes.
I walk over to the bodies and like unhook whichever one is untouched, and I will drag it over to Noah, and I will drape it over his stopped form,
Okay. This.
and then I step
Smear him
back
around a little bit.
Wow. Yeah.
Then I
All
back
right.
away.
That is fucked up. By the way, that is fucked up. Noah.
It's my
You-
husband.
Yeah.
You feel this tearing within you. One part
Yeah.
of you finds this to be the most titillating thing that's ever happened to you. There's this sense of anticipation that it's the first time, truly, to be intimate, ever. And like this higher level platonic idea of intimacy, right? Like beyond
Yeah.
the physical, this spiritual core. The other part of you is like, oh my God, this guy just draped a living person around me and he's trying to tempt me to drink its blood. So I need
Yeah.
you to roll 2d10.
To modify that, can I thrust my fingers into both of my eyes as hard as I can?
Wow. Absolutely, maybe. Okay,
it's
so
the
this
only
is,
way to
I'm reaching
kill
for the
pain.
brain. I'm sorry.
I'm interested in how you react because these two pieces are fighting against you, right? So either one part of you is going to attempt to like gouge your eyes out, or
Yeah.
you're going to
Well, it's more
kind
like
of
the
fall in this
brain.
thing.
I'm
Yeah.
going like I'm trying to go up. Yeah.
So there's a diminishing willpower return essentially that I've been playing with here. That
Yeah.
over time you've essentially been spending your willpower to stave this off.
Yeah, I know.
And so you're down to I need 2d10.
All right, you got it. That's why I was trying to modify it through self-injury.
You you shake yourself out of this like mental sleep where you just felt kind of locked down for a moment, and you immediately go to gouge your eyes out.
Yeah.
I just want you to make me it's called a strength. It's strength. Just like in every other game, it's strength. So if you could roll me 3d10, please.
I got
Max,
these
by the
strengths.
way, for any skill or stat is 5, so when I'm asking you to roll 3, it means you're pretty stock average, right? Like
Oh,
my
that's so
assumption
nice
is
of you.
most
Thank you.
people, yeah, is most people are pretty stock average. So you are going to take 3 wounds to yourself and are currently
Yeah.
blinded.
Yeah.
As
Oh,
you
so
guys see
work.
this happen. Yeah.
I continue
What the
screaming.
fuck, Noah?
You see Noah like start.
Me, I'm the crazy one.
He shoves his thumbs into his eyes, and for a moment, you just scream, right? And then there's this
Yeah.
blood. He's got these dark sockets where his eyes were, and there's this blood coming out of it now.
Now his sense of smell is going to be heightened, and he's going to.
Why don't I call you back when you get that sorted out? Click.
Oh wait, what?
Okay, Throck.
I'm gonna.
Well, and I'm gonna go for the door and start kicking the living crap out of it
Okay.
because this is the only way out. So I'm getting out.
I'm going to go to Than really quick because he hasn't had a chance to respond in a little while. And then we'll go to you kicking the door.
Okay.
I have a thing for Noah when I get a chance.
Okay. Oh, if you got a thing directly responding to Noah, do it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I will actually walk over to Noah, and I'll like take some of the blood from the human, and like smear it on his top lip under his nose, and then I'll get real close and I'll be like, "There's only one way to solve this. You know what you need to do. Just give in."
I'm like writhing around the whole time. But
Yeah, I'm like
got it.
holding your hand.
Nice. All right. So you will hear that. We'll get to that response in a second. Fan.
It's the man I married.
I'm good at getting people to do shit.
Yeah,
they
well,
really
we
don't
met
wanna.
at these games, so
That's
let's be
how.
honest.
That's how I'm married.
That I smacked you in the face with the door.
Not out of anger.
No.
Fan.
but I did.
All right,
Bronze.
so. Oh my God. Guys, we need to leave, right? Like, we need to leave. Did we find out where Felicity is?
She clearly knows what's going on, and I think obviously she's waiting for this to work itself out before she releases the newbies into whatever we're going to do next. Or the opposite is happening by the other whatever mixer group is throwing us all in here like a bunch of rabid dogs to see who makes their way out. So whatever, if we break out of here, it's not going to be good. So we're going to need to, go out with a vengeance, I guess is my point.
I'm fucking ready if you guys are. Are we ready to try? Like, we can't stay here, right?
Let me tank up real quick. Hang on.
Yeah. Let's fucking do this.
Top off real quick.
Okay. While that's happening, Nancy Drew, what are you doing?
Well, like, I feel conflicted because I want to, like, help Noah, but I also kind of agree with Zed, so I'm sort of just, like, looking on, like, and I also, like, I just want to get out of here, so I would want to break down the door as well.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, Portia, you were making the kick. So, the first kick.
You're muted.
So go ahead and roll me 5 dice.
Okay, yeah. Well, and we can work together. I'm perfectly happy to kick some doors together.
Do it.
But, boom.
You kick into it, and there's a dent in the door now, but it's a heavy metal door. And you hear this, "Shut up in there!"
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Yeah.
Shut up!
La 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 la.
How about fuck you?
How about
Yeah.
fuck you? Yeah.
Have
Fuck off.
you considered fuck you?
Kick.
Noah, roll me 1d10 as you are tempted once again.
Am I still able? So I'm not able to like use my hands for anything, right?
You can use your hands, but this
Oh,
this
'cause I
blood
want to
gets
grab my
smeared
jaw
to wait.
and I want to pull it off my
because-
face.
No. Hang on a second. You might be able to do
I
that.
do?
I'll give you a
Wait a
second.
minute.
Okay.
But you have been tempted once again by this elixir of love, right?
Yeah.
And
That's right.
with and so roll me 1d10 as you continue to try to fight against it.
I lose.
You give in at this point. Yeah. It has been a valiant struggle, one in which you have nearly destroyed yourself, but finally, this gnawing hunger within you, that beast you first felt when you broke out of the box, finally unleashes itself. There is just not enough. You feel like there's just not enough sustenance in you to hold it back. Like if you had just been stronger, if you had just had a good meal and carved up before this or something, right? Like you would have been able to fight back against it. Just had a big cup of coffee, but in that final moment, you just fall into it. These teeth come out, this body that's dropped around you, and you drink and drink and drink. You only have a very limited amount of willpower left, having fought for this long. It's not like anything horrible happens, it just means you're a little bit more unresistant to things, right? Are you, by about the time you are about half full, in this incredibly pleasurable experience, you have the opportunity to choose whether or not you are taking this person's life.
I get a choice. Definitely don't take their life.
Okay. You will stop. And I'm gonna give it to you without a roll because of the amount you fought back against this and the damage that you've done to yourself so far. But
I'll keep going when I get a chance.
You too feel something break, as if
My body?
No, like mentally, right? Where a little bit of the resistance that you were feeling towards this as you drank is drawn away from you. There's still this incredible sense of self-loathing. There's still this incredible will to do self-harm, but it is somehow, the fuller you get, the quieter those demons become in you.
Yeah. So I'm totally cool to go along and succumb to it and like role play that. But that's the thing, like, would we want to, how much am I eroding what I would actually try to do?
So you don't like when someone is so depressed they're too depressed to kill themselves? This is a deep, dark subject for those of you who aren't familiar with it. We're dealing with some adult themes here, right?
Yeah.
You feel like you're
I
down
feel
there
like-
now.
Anyone who's been watching this so far knows what.
Yeah. That's where you
Yeah.
feel like you're kind of at right now, right? Like you've given into this thing and it's just this intense tiredness. But it's weird, right? Because it's like your your brain is in two places. One part of you, you know and can acknowledge loved it. Loved it.
Yeah.
The other part of you, you know and acknowledge is horrified by it.
Yeah. I'm confused as a player how to play myself at the moment. I don't know what I would be able to do or what I would make myself do, because I know what I want to do, but I don't know that.
Do what you want to do.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, I mean, yeah, but I don't
because I have it ready.
I don't want to like force you into a role-playing decision, but understand that your whole mind isn't focused on the purpose of ending your existence, right? At this point.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying. Right now, I'm trying to get rid of my ability to eat. That's my intent right now.
Okay.
Can I do it?
To inflict self-harm upon yourself again, especially after having gouged out your eyes, I'm going to need you to make another willpower test. It is hard for a person to hurt themselves, right? Like you.
Don't I have more power?
You have 2
I
willpower
ate.
now. Yeah, so you can roll 2d10
nice.
for me. Yeah.
2d10.
Sean, did his
Yes.
eyes heal?
There's not that much blood there anymore. There aren't eyeballs. He's still blind. You start to grab at it, but it's like that tiredness, right? That like, fuck, it's not worth it. Just all fucking not worth it.
All right.
Yeah, you're just not able to like bring yourself to do more harm to you right now.
All right. Let me know when I am.
Okay. What happens?
I have a question. What are the walls made out of?
Corrugated steel.
And is it attached to, like, so there's corrugated steel on our side?
So to be specific, now that I'm kind of thinking about the way the room is, right? Like 3 of the walls, left, right, and back, are corrugated steel. The one with the door has the metal fire door and what looks to be kind of office wall on either side of it.
Like drywall?
Like, yeah, double layer drywall that would have like electricity running through it.
Go through the drywall.
Okay.
Forget the door. Go through the drywall.
Okay. How much are you going to push yourself to blow through that wall?
I assume there's the top of my coffin, for lack of a better term. Like I could pick up the top of my coffin, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm gonna use that to hit at the wall.
Okay.
Pretty hard. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna see how much 75% gets me in reward.
How much new 75% is?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean how much? I don't know how much drywall damage I can do with half a thing.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll me 6 dice and immediately add 2 successes to it.
Dude.
5 successes. Okay. So yeah, with the top of the thing, you feel the same feeling actually that Than and Zed have both felt pieces of now, right? It's like your body for a moment loses all of its creaks and its aches and it becomes for just a moment this perfect physical machine. As you slam this into it, the top shatters, but you do get a fairly sizable hole. And you can see into the 2x4s that make up the structure of this hallway. And then the wall on the other side. And they go, you guys need to calm down in there. And as that happens, you hear this tap, 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 tap. And then there's this kind of feedback noise. Hello? you all in the room.
Oh, you're the guy we told to go fuck himself. Yeah.
No, those are my buddies.
How's the fucking yourself going?
Yeah.
This guy's actually over the PA at you guys, right?
Yeah, I'm yelling at the ceiling.
Bobby, can they hear me? They seem to think I told them to go fuck themselves before.
No, you go fuck yourself.
Yeah, okay. No. So has everybody eaten? You guys feeling kind of satiated at this point? I left you some food. It seems like you got a little angry though. The eyeballs are going to take a while to heal, Noah. Yeah, ouchies.
Just you wait.
It's great. I'm getting out.
The moment Amok made that hole.
Yeah, I'll be right there with you.
Oh, I'm going as a hole, and I'm helping him beat the fuck out of the wall.
Do you guys want a little music? I love a little music. I think you guys just need to calm down a little bit.
Fuck you.
Jam out.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
I know.
Kind of
Do I?
just
Can I see where the speaker is?
just enjoy
I'm just
In
gonna
the ceiling?
bust out the wall too.
What am I
and
hearing?
dance. Just dance it out, guys. Just
Fuck this.
dance.
Going Noah.
Nice, Noah, nice.
Oh wait, I can't see your faces.
But literally, can I see where the speaker is?
Yeah, there's two speakers in the upper corners on either end of the room playing safety dance.
Yeah, I want to.
I'm still beating the hell out of this wall.
I don't care. Yeah, go through the wall.
Can I take
Okay.
some blankets
I'm
off
gonna
the box?
as well.
All right, let's just go around one at a
idea.
time. I'm going to ask you each what you do, and we're going to go in initiative order because everyone's really angry right now. So Than, you're first.
Cool. I want to take a
We can't
blank
hear
of-
you.
You can't hear
Oh,
me?
you can turn down the music.
Where? Where?
Oh yeah, it's in the cogwheel. Yeah.
Yeah, the cogwheel and roll
Where
20.
the? Thank God.
We can dance. All right, so I'm gonna grab a plank of wood or something, and I'm gonna try to bust out the speakers.
Okay. Roll me 7 dice.
I'm gonna do that right now. Oof. Fuck. Ugh.
Yeah, you're able to get up there and hit one of them off the.
Is it broken?
And
Like
it's
it's
green, and for a moment there's this horrible screeching noise, but there's still one going. But yeah, that's your go.
okay. Cool.
Portia.
I'm kicking the fuck out of this wall hole.
All right, roll me 6 dice. You get your foot through, and that's about it. And you feel somebody grab it.
Oh, they're gonna have a fun time. By the way, is the music affecting me differently?
You actually see this rainbow of colors around you. It's not making you blind. It's just kind of like if
Just
someone.
everything is rainbow.
Yeah, it's if somebody had a bunch of colored gabos. That's
The
what they're
music
called, right?
tastes like paisley.
Just
Gobos.
kind of gobos,
They're
right?
gobos.
Gobos. I can remember, like swinging all around, like a big dance ball, right? Is like shimmering light everywhere.
Yeah. So
You
as
also
I'm
hear
kicking,
the music, but you also
Yeah.
experience it as this visual sensation.
Yeah, as I'm kicking, I say, "Fuck this rainbow taste."
Okay, and then you feel hunk, and then it is Zed's go.
So clearly this person's watching us. I see Than working on the speakers, so I
Yep.
let him do that.
Yep.
I am looking around the room to see if I can figure out where maybe a camera is.
Yeah, there's one on so where he broke the speaker. It's in the
Uh-huh.
opposite corner.
Okay, I'm gonna try to climb up to it. Is that
Yep.
an option?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to climb up to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm then going to attempt to teabag the camera. And then I'm going to rip it out of the wall.
We are streamers after.
Right?
Yeah.
Roll me 7 dice.
Yeah, so and I should say I flick it off first, and then teabag, and then pull it out of the wall.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
7 dice? Okay.
Well, that's not very nice. You hear over the intercom.
How's the fucking yourself going?
Yeah. Have you finished fucking yourself yet?
Yeah, 4 successes. So you grab it. All right, so now I can't see you, but you can still hear me, and I can't hear you. So now I just get to talk, which is pretty great for me. Noah.
That's me.
Yes.
Well, I don't see what's going on.
Noah doesn't see what the big deal is. chubby.
Oh, the
That's
pun.
the thing is, I'm a very serious person. I'm very committed to my principles. I'm not going to be very interesting. I'm just going to keep trying to do the same thing until I succeed. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try and take my jaw out. I know how, but like, do I have the willpower to even attempt it?
Yeah, that's the question. Roll me 2d10.
Okay, dokie. Ba, 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 ba.
This is fucking terrifying. You have brought the horror into this game on your own. I love it.
Oh, thank you. It's real.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me 5 dice.
Oh, nice. Because what I'm doing is I'm taking my knee and I'm smashing it into my face as hard as I can to break my own jaw. Roll 5d10.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll just pull the pieces of my jaw out if I can do.
Oh,
man, I suck.
You can't get up there with it. You're just like, ugh, and you don't get enough force to hurt it. Portia.
Rats.
Can you roll
It's hard
me?
to judge without being able to see it.
Can you roll me 5 dice, please?
Done.
Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 2, 3. You get pulled up to your waist out of the thing and take a point of damage. As you just feel it kind of scraping up you.
You
The
marked
wall.
the wrong person.
Oh, I did. You're right. I'm sorry. Oh, it's now on the wrong token. While I'm remarking that.
Am I able to scream "fuck off" and try to kick whatever's holding me?
Your turn already happened.
Okay, understood.
So, yeah, on your go
that is
again.
my response. After.
Okay. Andrea. You see Noah trying to do grievous harm to himself. You see Zed teabagging and then destroying a camera. You see Than destroying one of the speakers. The safety dance is still playing in the background. Portia getting pulled through a wall.
And Amok and I are trying to beat this wall, and I said,
Going after that wall. Oh, no. You're going to make the hole bigger in just a second.
Exactly who's like holding Portia? Because I would think I would run to that first.
So say that again about holding Portia.
Do I know who's holding Portia, or can I like break through the wall to like?
You can totally try and break through the wall. Right now, what happened was Portia kicked through the wall. You see her kind of tug as if somebody grabbed at her on the other side of the wall, right? You don't see the hand because it's on the other side of the wall. And then you see her like incredibly powerfully being pulled up to the waist, up to the wall, and there's this thud.
Okay. Can I like attack that thing?
You want to try? So the best way to do it would be to try and break through the wall to get to them, right? Like.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, you absolutely can. The biggest opening is currently being filled by Portia's body.
You could pull me out and then pull whoever's holding me in.
Basically, I would just want to stop that from happening. Like, you know.
For sure. Yeah, you can try and like get around her and get her off, or you can try and like bust through the wall.
I'll try and get her off.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me 7 dice.
Dan, how's that going for you? Because
Go ahead.
I'm trying so hard.
I know you can probably get around her and get her off. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a horror game.
I'm internalizing it and
Excuse me, husband. Husband.
What was it?
floating inside.
7 dice, please.
I said it.
You said it. Yeah, like you grab around Portia's waist and just yank. For a moment, there's this kind of popping noise. And Portia, you feel your hip go out of joint as this happens because of the strength with which she pulled you. And your shoe comes off, but you are now out the door.
Yeah, when that popping happens, do I see pictures again? Like I do with my hands?
Yes. It's more that you have the impression of impressionistic art whenever you feel pain, right? It's not like you're walking through a museum. It's more like you're reminiscing about it, right?
Specifically impressionistic art.
Specifically impressionistic art.
Okay, I'm going to look that up so that I know what the hell I'm looking at.
Look up Van Gogh.
Van Gogh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. And then you, Andrea, you successfully get her out. There's a little bit of a gross noise when it happens, and the hole's a bit bigger, and there's this hand now, kind of, with a black leather glove, and it's a muck. It's your go.
I'm gonna dive through that hole.
Okay, just straight up. Okay.
Yeah, 120% full speed.
120%. Nice. Okay, so here's what
I also declare fair escape. No, I'm kidding.
That's an inside joke for those of you who played Vampire Lark in the 90s and early 2000s. Where's your character? There you are. Okay, so you are...
Deep inside me is my character.
Yeah, 2 of those and 2 of those. So you should absolutely feel free to make a roll 7 dice and immediately add 2 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then roll me 1d10, please.
I don't wanna.
Oh gosh.
So just to let you guys know, this is the hunger check. You have used a discipline, and after you roll a discipline, you make a hunger check. If you roll less than a 6 on the hunger check, you lose a blood point.
Oh.
So you don't necessarily spend blood every time, though.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's a cool mechanic.
Right? I thought so too.
Dude, that makes total sense.
Is this? I'm sorry.
These
I
are the
know
beta rules?
Out of
These are the new.
right, that's what I was
These are the new
asking.
vampire
Okay.
rules we're using.
Yes!
Cool.
We'll give it out there now. The new Vampire Masquerade is coming out later this year, and these are the alpha rules for the new Vampire the Masquerade.
Okay, these are sweet.
So, Mike, you go just shoulder first into the wall and break through, and right in front of you is this really angry-looking dude. But that's your whole go. He's very big and bulky and wearing like a leather jacket, and he's kind of classic bruiser. And he's got a buddy on the other side of the door who's also kind of looking but was trying to hold his position. But now that he sees somebody breaking through, he's kind of moving around to see what happens next. But we're back to Than.
Other speaker. Same story.
Okay, easy enough. I'll just give it to you. You can get up there and break it. No need for a dice roll, because you're going to break it sooner or later anyways. After you break that other one, which is nearer to the door, you've got, we'll say you've got a little movement left. What do you want to do with it?
Towards the wall where they're kicking in the hole. I want to move over there.
Okay, you can make it just over to the hole, and you see a muck out there, and one guy's facing him, and you see the shadow of another guy on this very nice blue carpet. And there are pictures of all these games like Dota and League of Legends and all that stuff in like big poster form on the walls as you go out.
Damn it! I came out in the mobile hallway. Fuck.
Right?
Damn it!
Don't feed. Don't. Wait. Do feed. Shit.
So, Portia.
So, question is, can I stand on my leg? Because I'm assuming my hip popped out of joint.
It did, but as soon as you put your full weight on it again, there's this sickening clip as it pops back into joint.
Cool. Because
Yeah.
I've actually experienced that because my shoulders popped out of joint. So, know what that feels like. Hate that. So the moment that I get it back into the socket,
Yep.
I'm going right out into this hallway, and I'm assuming that I see the people.
Yeah, you've got one guy close who is directly in front of a muck, and it looks like they're about to throw down. There's another guy coming around the side who is on the other side of the door, who looks like he's trying to like get a flank on or like start mobbing up on a muck.
So this is sort of because I am the person I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying very hard not to break this I don't know the system thing. But Felicity kept saying mind powers.
Yes.
And my mind is obviously messed up.
Yes.
And it's gotten in the way of me functioning. I'm
Yes.
not speaking properly.
Yes.
If either of these people had that problem, that would be great for us.
Are you trying to make them taste the rainbow?
I'm trying to make them taste the rainbow. That would be great.
Describe to me how you would like to attempt to do that.
Like, I want to, like, take the madness in my head, the messed up, like, I see colors, and make this bruiser right in front of him up have that be his problem. It's
Okay.
not my problem. It's his problem.
Okay. So I would like you to roll me 7 dice, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know what's plus will of that. Rolls 1, 2. He starts laughing maniacally. For a moment, he just looks at you, and then he just starts cackling. And he falls over and he starts laughing more. And then there's this look of horror on his face as the laughing continues and he can't stop it. And he realizes that he can't stop it. And he starts clawing at his own face and clawing at his own face and clawing at his own face just repeatedly over and over again. And he's turning his own flesh into shreds. That's your go.
As he does it, I scream, feel the rainbow, motherfucker.
Zed, you need to pull your pants up.
No, I don't.
Okay. Harry,
Wait, y'all are wearing
understand what
Vans?
this is.
well, he teabagged the thing.
You don't,
I
have to
did.
drop.
You teabagged the camera.
Yeah.
You don't have to drop Trout a teabag.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily trying to go full on like Roman helmet, but I mean we can.
I'm sorry, one quick thing. Portia, roll me a d10. I should remember all the rules.
That's just some of them. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't lose any blood. Nicely done. All right, Zed.
So it looks like my friends are starting to mix it up over there. And one of the guys clearly is losing his shit. I'm gonna go for the guy who's not losing his shit. My plan is to just run full steam at him and try to spear his ass.
Yeah, he looks a little nervous right now. It's going to take most of your run to get up to the door because you were at the camera, which was at the far end about 20 feet away.
Sure.
But you're going to be able to make it out and get behind Zed and like get one punch off. Because of the way things are set up, right? Imagine there's a hole in the door. You can kind of see to muck through it. And then just behind him, or just in front of him, I guess, is this guy. So you can't really spear him, but you can get up there and take a solid slug if you want it.
Well, weird. So when I say spear, like I mean like launch my body at him. Like
yeah, you can't actually see him until you get outside the hole, right?
Oh,
so
I see.
like,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
So
quite
until I
far
have
enough
line of
yet.
sight, and if all right, fine. So yeah.
And so then
I'll
you
run
have to
up
back
and
all the way up and then spear him again, and that's like a 60 feet worth of So
Okay,
yeah, but
so
you can
then,
get out
yeah.
there. How do you-
Well, actually, so here's my question then. Rather than punching him, could I pull him into the room?
You'd have to pull him past a muck. Do you want to try and flex any new muscles?
Yeah. I'd like to flex all the new muscles I might have.
Okay, so are you going for strength or damage?
Oh. That's a really good question.
I know.
And I assume I have to choose one over the other?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say damage then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. I'm just put some basic combat music up now. We got 3, 6, 7 dice, please.
Okay. By the way, it being May the 4th, we could be listening to Duel of the Fates right now.
We could. Okay, so as you reach out to him, and roll me another d10. As you reach out to him, you see your hands turn into these claws. And there's some fur grows up on them, and these long fingernails that are jagged, and you're going to grapple, right?
Yeah.
You sink your claws into him, and you pull him by the rib cage back behind the rock. He's still alive and isn't bleeding very much, but it certainly looks like he did some damage.
Ooh, you would be that.
Yeah.
That would be you.
How's it going, buddy?
And then it's Noah's go.
Hello. So I can't see, right?
You cannot see. You hear the sounds of like scuffle going on around you, somebody smashing something. It's pure chaos right now.
Noah, turn your hatred from inward to outward.
See,
Turn that
that's
frown
what
upside down.
That's a good idea. That's what I'm trying to do, but I'm blind now, so now I can't. I don't think.
Wait, make yourself unblind?
can I do that?
Your hate makes you
Are
strong.
you? So I need to know. Your mental process has been incredibly, I think, incredibly compelling. By the way, I love that you're playing yourself like this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. As
Oh,
weird
thank
as it
you.
may be for other people, in terms of like self
Sorry,
issues.
it's so
No.
weird.
It's just I think it's amazing and a great reaction. And it was not what I was expecting, so that makes me love it even more. So,
Aw.
have you turned a corner then? If you're trying to heal yourself.
Well, no, actually, it's funny that you shouted that out because that's actually what I was thinking. I was like, oh, people that are enemies, like, sure, I'll go and try and kill them as hard as I can if they're responsible for this, I guess.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if there's like a vengeance thing starting to happen, I like it. So what I want you to do is, how much blood do you have? 3. I want you to roll blood plus, what is it? It's pool plus, oh yeah, pool plus stamina. So roll me 6 dice, please.
60, 10. There we go.
1,
Hey.
oh my god, yeah. So all of the damage that was done to you is what was called superficial damage, right? We narrated it
Right.
because you literally pulled out your eyes, but you have no way
Yeah.
to like permanently harm yourself except for your fangs, because that's the only natural weapon vampires have that can like
That's what I was going for next.
can truly destroy another vampire. So in how much you have 3 wounds and 3 blood.
Yeah.
You can cure a wound for 1 blood.
Oh, interesting.
How many wounds would you like to cure?
I would like 1 eye, please.
Okay, so you will regain enough sight to. You will spend 1 blood, and will gain enough sight that it starts coming back. And anybody for a moment who kind of looks in his direction sees these kind of nascent eyes start to like emerge from the bloody sockets where his eyes used to be and are now again. They're very milky and clouded over, and they look a little rended, but
A little like Deadpool baby eye.
a little like Deadpool baby eye. Yeah, I love it. But you have vision now. That'll be your go. You spend your turn healing yourself. Cool?
It hurts.
It does
Damn
too. It's not a comfortable feeling. Okay, so after that,
headache.
No, you're regrowing an organ you physically damaged yourself. No, it's not
Embrace
going
the
to be.
pain. It makes you stronger.
No,
Yep.
you get to
Gives
see
you focus.
wonderful paintings. That's what you get. Oh wait, no, that's just me. Never mind.
so after that, it's the bad guys go. The 2 Brewhub bruisers. The one who's kind of on the ground clawing at himself can't shake it off and continues kind of and now he's like scratching at his voice box to make it stop. It's kind of fucked up. And
Good.
the other one, who's just been pulled through, is gonna like look at you, Zed, and he just reels back to hit you. I need you to roll me 6 dice.
Okay.
Also, Zed, can you open the window?
Yeah.
We're in a basement. We don't have any.
Okay,
Oh.
so Al, he got 9 successes
Over my
to your 3.
Yeah.
So using potent 3, which is the strength discipline,
Uh-huh.
because he got 6 successes plus 3 from potence, he dislodges himself from you by punching you in the chest and throwing you back on your ass 20 feet. You will also take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, am I able to soak any of that? I don't know how that works.
Soak would work if you had either fortitude, which you don't, or were
Okay.
wearing armor.
You're the wrong kind.
Yeah,
Sorry, honey.
but yeah, you get.
You are a city boy.
Cities. Well, okay. Shit's been remixed because cities get celerity, which is different. So, but
Oh, shush your face.
It's Andrea's go. So you see Zed go flying after this dude just punches him with the force of 1,000
That's
pistons.
Than, right?
And it was Zed who went flying.
I
Yeah.
know, but it's Than's go.
No, it's Andrea's go.
yeah.
Yeah.
There are 2 sets of names flying. I don't know who's who.
I don't know. I'm a storyteller. I'm just telling you who's next. So, Andrea.
Where's Throck?
Yeah, Noah, he
Yeah,
left.
where
Where
is
the bad
Throck?
guys went
Is he
now.
around?
We'll find him.
What?
I like to
Throck
think
did it
that,
all.
I like to think he's with us always.
So, Andrew, there's this melee going on around you. You see Zed go flying away.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna. I don't know. I mean, I guess I would attack. I don't know what I would do.
So, I'm interested because I want to. What is your intent, right? This scrum is happening around you. You literally just saw Noah start healing himself, so it looks like he's maybe taken a turn. Amok and Zed are, and Portia are all kind of engaged, and this is what's happening around you. What's your thought?
I mean, my thought is that, like, I just want to stop. Like, honestly, like, I just want to, like, get out, figure out what's happened, and then, like, kill myself. I don't know.
Yeah. So,
Die. I just want to leave. It's my. I don't necessarily want to attack somebody though.
So, would you try and say something, maybe?
I mean, I would. I guess I'd use like all that energy of just being like really, like pissed off, just to try to like intimidate. them.
Awesome.
Stop.
Okay. So what I
Fucking
would
back
like
off,
you to
man.
do is roll 8 dice for me.
Nice. 8 dice. I
Oh,
think you found a
wait.
sweet spot.
I'm pretty sure I know what this is.
So 3 successes. Not the best, but they also don't... Okay. So you find yourself tapping into this want to just get the fuck out of here, and you just yell, stop. And as you do, everyone feels this. This presence, this aura of power emanates from you. You bare your fangs at this guy who's beating up your friends, and he suddenly starts cowering away from you in fear.
Is it Priestess Hot Babe?
It's pretty close to
Priestess
Princess
Sex
Hot Babe,
Man?
actually, yeah. It might be Priestess Sex
that's
Babe.
what-
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Good to see.
in that moment, you feel like you own this room and everyone in it. That
Nice.
you are socially in control of everything that is happening at this moment. And everybody here sees you as larger than life and is forced to pay attention to you.
I don't resist.
There's actually no resistance to this.
Oh, good.
The resistance would be for the fear, which is only pointed at her enemy. The rest of you feel like you're in the presence of greatness. And I need you to roll me a d10.
Okay.
And you don't, you didn't lose any blood off of it either, which is great. You just do it, and it happens. Combat stops, guys. And everybody's head, for a moment, kind of turns to Andrea.
We just need to get out of here. We can do it without killing more people. As much as possible, we should just try and get information we need.
Yeah, can I make him cackle his head off, though?
He's still laughing out there, yeah.
Yeah, no, the other one. Can I make him cackle his head off, though?
You can try, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make me the same roll as before. Was it 7, I think?
7.
Yeah.
I have an action as well.
Okay. He's unable to resist it, and so he kind of drops to the ground, and he's not actually laughing. He curls up into the fetal position and starts crying. Just something about this combination of the fear that the Nancy Druid put into him, plus whatever mind whammy you just put on him. He's just now this incredibly bulky, like, I'm a beach muscle guy dead, right? Is just now on the ground, crying to himself.
Good. Can I grab him by his hair?
Let
him up.
Zed had an action first. He just
Oh,
did
right.
something.
He did. Sorry, my bad.
I'm actually gonna curl up next to him and tell you guys, hey, I want to try something. I'm gonna try to eat him. Can I eat a vampire?
You would.
He punched the fuck out of me,
He
and I
did.
don't want to drink that human because I'll kill him.
You can absolutely eat a vampire. I haven't heard from Than or Amok in a minute, so I want to see what they're doing at this moment, and then I'll get back to you. So we'll do
Sure.
Amok and then Than, and then we'll do your thing.
Okay. I'm out in the hallway still, right? With
Yes.
the crying guy, or still
Yes.
clawing his. There's nobody
Yeah,
else out here,
Blue
right?
Fox guy.
Yep.
I mean, I'm right behind you.
At the moment,
other
you don't
guy?
see anyone else.
Okay. I'm gonna slink off into the shadows.
Okay. Are you going to just try and be stealthy, or are you going to try and be stealthy?
I'm going to try and be stealthy.
Okay. What I would like you to do for me is... I have to actually look up the rule for this, because I wasn't able to write all your stuff down before we started, for which I apologize. Yeah, so roll me with my noun. So 4, 5, 6... Roll me 7 dice.
Yeah.
Well, I
1,
had
2,
7.
3, 4. Yeah, you feel yourself melt into the shadows.
No one ever saw Mike again.
No
You
more
just-
muck.
Oh, and roll me a d10, please.
What did I see? Because I'm actually out in this hall.
All right, hang on.
I assumed you had went back inside to make that guy start.
Oh
Crying
no,
and
I just
weeping
like
yourself.
turned.
Well, you couldn't see him through the wall, right? There's one hole, and it's kind of like there's wood and stuff in the way. To use the effect, you kind of have to get up in his
Okay,
face.
all right,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, but
You will lose 1 blood, yeah.
yeah.
And Than.
Shit. There's no threat anymore. I want to go out into this hallway. I haven't been out in the hallway yet. I want to
For
go
sure.
out in the hallway and there are doors, any other doors?
Yeah, so you're in
Like-
probably a 50-foot long hallway. It's a T intersection at either end. There are a number of doors along the walls. They're kind of, as you turn around and look at this door, this is the only like metal reinforced door. This is obviously like a storage closet or something, right? In fact, on the front of the door it says storage. The rest of the doors appear to be office doors, you think? You'd have to go check them out to make sure. There is a clutter around you of broken drywall, dried blood. There's a dude on the ground whimpering to him, like laughing to himself and clawing at his throat. There's just like blood starting to spurt out from it. And then, yeah.
Do they have any? No. That's fine. Is there an exit sign?
Not that you can see from here. Oh, no, I mean, like at either end of the hallway, there's a little exit and it's got like
Right.
2
Yeah.
arrows on it.
Yeah. Guys, I kind of feel like we should leave. And I'm going this way, and I turn left, and I'm just gonna start. Like, I'm not like running away from them, but I'm just gonna start heading that way, like slowly waiting for them to catch up.
Okay.
Assuming that we all want to leave.
Okay. Zed, you were going to drink.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a willpower check as you sink your teeth into this person.
Okay. Is it possible to heal myself while I'm doing this? Or
We're
no?
going to find out.
Okay.
As
So you
your
said-
chest is literally broken. Anybody who looks at you sees that your sternum is caved in a little bit.
Okay. So you told me to make a. You said what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Roll 4 dice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, make a willpower check. I'm like, I don't know how.
Oh, so much power.
I've been rolling
Oh.
awesome all night.
Oh my
it's
God.
like, the law of averages.
Awesome.
So much power. You, as you drank from this entity, it's as if your body, it's purer than a human. It's greater than a human. It's stronger than a human. It's eternity. It's it's everything for a moment, and you lose yourself in it, and you start consuming the flesh of the neck after the body is drained dry, and you just, even though when you swallow that hard sort of fleshy material, your body immediately rejects it and you throw up, but then you keep biting at it and you keep biting at it and you keep just repeatedly ripping and tearing at this body until the head is severed from the body. And only then do you feel sated.
This has just been a night of firsts. A little more blood. All right. Whew.
And everybody sees that.
Kind of want to do that again. Hey, Noah, you don't have to eat humans.
Honey.
What did you eat?
Honey.
One of these vampires. You should go get that other one.
Honey.
Oh, okay. I'll eat a
Look at
vampire.
Zed.
This is great, man. All right.
I'm feeling great. I'm awesome.
You should. Your chest is fucked up, though.
Oh, not anymore. It literally goes.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
All right. So.
Because that was gross.
Other vampires are like jet fuel, man. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You go and sink
I'll
your teeth.
totally.
Oh, go ahead.
Me?
Tell me how
Me?
you want to do this.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay, cool. Yeah. With my newly formed eye, I can figure out vampires.
What do you spy with your little eye?
I spy something dead, and I take what's left of my strength, and because I don't know how to eat a body.
Right.
That's not a prepared meal, so I'm just gonna be like,
As
and
you
I'm just
do,
gonna
you
try
feel
and
these
chomp
fangs
as hard as I
Like
can.
biting fingers. And...
Yeah. As it becomes, it's the minute you think about it, it actually becomes very natural to you, and these fangs come flipping out of your mouth, right?
Oh, flipping out?
I'm not really sure. Like, I guess they would go
Like
They
transform-
just kind of like sink out.
Yeah, I would imagine they're
Yeah.
up and then they come out like this, right? And they're not like on a hinge. I guess that wouldn't make sense.
Gotta unlock the.
Yeah. And at that point, it's as easy as riding a bicycle. You
Well, I start riding the bicycle.
sink your
Ride that
teeth in,
bicycle.
and it is.
A bloody bicycle.
I'm a
And this
peddling.
person's already fucked themselves up a good deal too. Roll me your 2 willpower dice, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Does it taste like what I smelled earlier that was so good?
It tastes better.
Oh,
It
boy.
makes that taste like nothing.
Oh, no. That's
And
great.
you, if you choose to, don't have to fully consume this person. But it is up to you.
Your
This is a
feet
hard
still
bottle.
screwed up.
Yeah, I know. Oh, boy. So, do they don't look human? They look like vampires?
Well, I mean,
What I can see.
vampires look human. Like, it's not like Buffy where their faces change. It's just the
Oh.
only visible difference would be someone like Mike's character, or a Muck's character,
Yeah.
which is a very specific breed of vampire, or if their fangs are out, or if they choose to change themselves in some way. But
Yeah, I'll have to try and stop then, I guess.
okay,
I would.
then you can drink yourself to full and fully heal yourself without actually killing.
Fully heal.
Mm-hmm.
Like that?
Hey man,
Like,
drinking from other
my eye just
vampires has
pops
its
up?
privileges. Yeah, you
My eye
are
just pops right out again?
absolutely 100% healed.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, none of the damage you took was what they would call in World of Darkness aggravated. So as long as when you drink from other vampires, good things happen. Horrible things will happen to you, but those are longer term effects that don't matter in a one shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Whew,
The
good pick.
humanity.
fans walked off.
Yeah.
You've all drinking. Who wanted to drink or who could drink because there's not really much left in these squeeze boxes. And what are we doing, guys?
I'm following Fan.
Okay.
I'm following the group. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get out. I want to get back to Twitch. And Felicity and Sanity and screw these guys.
Yeah, there's some panels I want to see.
Seriously.
Is Throck with us right now?
No, Throck is still not with you.
The
I actually-
highest hell
Oh.
before we leave.
I-
What's the-
Well, I'll wait for.
Yeah. Go, Zed.
No, I was waiting for Nancy.
I just
Oh,
wanted to,
yes.
I'll try.
wanted to know where he is.
Zed.
But I wasn't
Shush.
confused. I was confused, like, where Throck is right now.
Do you ask that out loud? I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I can ask that. Where's Throck?
There was an empty box.
Want me to text him? Here, no.
Yeah,
never-
do that.
How's my phone? Did I
Wait,
fuck
wait.
it up in all this?
No, your phone's fine because
Okay.
it's not an iPhone, I would imagine.
How do you,
I will attempt to text Throck.
Not to mention
what,
that
how do you phrase this text?
to Discord Throck.
Hey, buddy. Where are you? That's
So empty box question mark?
You're gonna ask it. Want to grab a bite?
Wait,
So I Discord Throck. He texts Throck.
Yeah, Throck's Discord little light is gray. And that never happened.
The unspeakable has happened.
shit is wrong now.
Yeah.
We gotta mobilize the fucking Shire.
He's not on.
And no response to your text. Or at least there's
We
no
have to
immediate
get back
response.
to Felicity. Felicity might know.
Hey guys, what's going on? You hear over the intercom.
What?
Fuck you to the
voice is
highest
this?
hell. Fuck you, die.
I brought you here because I wanted to help you. I admit,
slip off
How are
in
you
the
helping
general
us?
hallway.
waking up is hard to do, and so we gave you some safe space to do it and vent your anger, but we're better than Twitch. And that's
Hey,
why I wanted
how's
to
the-
bring
You
you
can
here.
go ahead and die in a
How's the
hole.
fucking yourself going? Because
Yeah, that
if
part.
you haven't progressed enough by the time I get to you, I will help you.
No, Zed,
But
we'll help them later. We're leaving.
we can give you so much more
I grab Zed by the hand. We're
than
leaving.
simple power.
Zed.
Okay.
I want to hear the weasels speak.
No, you don't. I look at Zed. You don't. We're leaving. I'm using my magic mind powers to tell him we're leaving.
You realize your magic mind powers are of the more insane driving variety and not so much of the compelling people to do things variety.
I mean, she does drive me crazy. So
Drive me.
I use my puppy dog eyes. Zed,
all right, fine.
leaving.
The beat.
Get back
Puppy.
to fucking yourself. I'm gonna come back for you later, asshole.
Later.
So when you guys get down to the end of the hallway, you see a sign, and like in every corporate office, it says XYZ this way, XYZ that way. It says main entrance and AV room to the left, studio and warehouse to the right.
I definitely go in the AV room.
Is Nancy's like boom factor still going?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We're following Nancy.
Yeah, then we follow Nancy.
Okay.
Or I do anyway. Yeah.
No, I think we all follow Nancy. Well,
Okay.
at least I follow Zed, who's following Nancy, who I'm also following.
So as you guys head down this hallway, you're in an MMO hallway now. There's pictures of like Elder Scrolls Online and World of Warcraft, like big like production posters of it, and then like one of the three people who works at Mixer or who's like a popular Mixer streamer, like.
One of the
And as you're walking down, you realize it's like the same three people over and over again, and they're all like, as if they've
Can
been
I
paid a lot of
smash
money.
their faces as I walk past?
Yeah.
You may indeed.
Good, cool. I'm smashing their faces.
Until about 20 feet ahead of you, so I'll give you the opportunity to interact with this how you choose. Amok, are you shadowing them?
It depends on whether or not if they don't react to me. Like I'm out obviously down the hallways a little bit. If they proceed right past me and don't see me,
They don't see you.
then I shadow them.
Okay, they absolutely don't see you. And you guys realize, would you even realize he's not there? Let me check the rule for that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how deep it goes in this version.
Yeah.
If you interact with the environment, speak to another character, or draw attention to yourself. No, they don't notice you're gone. It's only if you do something to draw attention to yourself will they realize it. So,
Like, we feel like Amok's still with us somehow, but we
Yes.
don't know how.
yes, like you're not,
Okay, cool.
like it
That's
doesn't
all
even
I
cross
need.
your mind to wonder if he's with you. Is how the power works, right?
My insanity is enough that I'm just like,
Oh
no,
man,
he's
where's
still
the
with us. I
power
don't know how,
there,
though.
man?
But
You're
we're cool.
yeah,
We're
no.
cool.
Yeah.
It's no good if I can't passive aggressively make people miss my presence.
I was just saying, people don't notice when I'm gone anyway.
No. No.
I lost my tail somewhere. I think I'll go be a druid instead.
Yeah, thank you, Fed.
Okay, about 20 feet away, you see a large open bank of windows. And you see the glow of electric light coming from it. And there's another, the hallway goes down to the left on the other side.
Hey, we should get down because windows, because we'll see us.
What do you think, Nancy?
Nancy?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Okay, duck down.
Let's do
Okay,
I drag Zed with me.
as
Okay.
you guys duck down, you realize, as you're going underneath it, you hear the sound. This must be the AV room. You hear different panels, like you hear a couple people talking in there. There's you see the glow of light kind of reflecting off the window of different screens. That is the room where apparently there's a lot of monitoring of things happening.
Okay.
Ooh,
Wait a minute.
I pop an eye up and see if someone's fucking themselves.
No, there's two kind of grotesque-looking human beings sitting in very comfortable-looking, like DX Racer gamer chairs, looking at a number of screens, some of which have people streaming video games, but there's a small panel that also has what looks like security cameras for the building.
I tell them to feel the rainbow.
Okay. You can only choose one target, left or right.
I tell the left to feel the rainbow.
Okay. Roll me 7 dice. Not d20s.
Nope.
I mean, it's an
I
impressive
saw
roll.
my
Don't get me
mistake
wrong.
When I saw a number, hold on, let me fix that. There, that number's.
One success. You reach out for the mind. It doesn't feel like it takes. Roll me a d10. And you're still good on the blood.
I feel like I made a promise that I should go keep.
What is everybody else doing at this point, though? Noah.
Well, to be honest, following Andrea and I reflecting. Still.
Andrea.
I'm gonna make myself. I'm actually gonna make myself known
Okay.
and see if I and approach them.
Yeah.
The moment she stands up, I stand up with her.
Yeah, same.
And with, I guess, my booming command voice, I want to order them to tell me exactly how to escape this and where Felicity is.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me 8 dice. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
One man rolling dice.
Yeah,
Both of them
baby.
kind of look up at
yeah.
you, and their eyes kind of loll back for a second, and then go, of course we'll help you. They are grotesque. They have, like, their skin is almost sagging off their bones, the both of them. Their
Are they
skin
worse than
tags,
a muck?
They're worse than a muck. Their skin tags have skin tags. Their skin is just this pale gray. Both of them have these long fangs. In fact, you realize they're twins. And they both, down to the same, like, skin tag growing out of a skin tag.
Carbuncles.
Carbuncles are mirror images of each other. And they both kind of stand up in unison, and they open the door and say, please come in, miss. Of course, you're friends as well. Would you like some refreshment?
What kind of refreshment?
We have multiple flavors on ice. So
But
it's nice
we
and
want
cool.
to leave, but we want to leave, but we want to leave.
I'm not trying to relax. We want to know where Felicity
Yeah.
is.
Felicity, we need to find Felicity.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
Then tell us how to leave.
You
Please?
could either go through the studio, and he'll bring it up on the screen. In the studio, you see. I have to bring up my description for this because it's a very specific description. So, as he brings up the security camera image for the studio, you see 12 people placed standing in a large circle around a tower of monitors. All of them showing people gaming on Mixer. The people are stripped bare and have been lashed to makeshift vertical gurneys. Protruding from their mouths, their stomachs, their ears, and embedded in their hands and legs are a dizzying number of cables and wires, all connected to this central spire of monitors. Their eyes have been pinned open and their heads have been secured so that they're forced to watch the monitors. They are very conscious, and while some of the faces look grim, many of them show a reflection of tears running down their faces. There are a number of people moving about, adjusting screens and knobs and trying to affix people's heads perfectly so that they are exactly at the 12 points of the clock, all under the direction of what looks like one man who's giving orders. He's got a microphone in his hand. He's frumpy looking thing in a blue Mixer t-shirt and black pants with scraggly brown hair. And they go, well, you could go through there.
Yeah. Where's there?
Or you could go past the security station through the main entrance, although it's pretty heavily secured too. Or you could go through the warehouse, but there's a lot of folks who live there. Most of them are gone right now because they're kind of attacking Twitch to try and degrade its operating capacity. And they look a little ashamed when they say it.
Do either of their voices sound like the people we were hearing over the intercom?
No.
Okay. Does the person in the room who's directing the body placements speak?
There's no sound from the camera.
Okay.
So,
Go, Noah.
oh, so we're looking into a room full of people being tortured right now.
Yes. In a Geiger-esque fashion.
I'm very sorry, guys. I really hate playing characters like the one I'm playing today.
It's okay.
But I'm gonna freak out.
Okay.
Lose my shit on whoever is in charge or any of the people that are strapping those people to chairs and stuff.
That's not us. That's not us. That's not us. They're in there. That's Wilfred,
Yeah.
and he's in charge, and we're not the ones to do it. If you want to lose your shit at them. And
Take us there now.
He wants to raise the technomancer, and that's super awesome, and that's kind of why we're here. But you're way nicer. And looking at Nancy,
I grab one of them by the throat and try to pick him up.
You pick him up.
Take us there now.
Okay, we'll go there right now. Yeah. And then he's like, follow me, we'll go. I can get you past security. I have a pass card, so we can just go over there. Okay? Don't kill me, because that would suck.
While
Okay.
that happens,
Yep.
I got a thing too.
Yes.
Is there? I assume there's some sort of like other control area or something like that. They're like watching monitors of other sections of the building. I
Yeah,
look
there's-
for whatever looks like a power room. There should be
Okay.
some sort of internal.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes you a couple minutes to find it. We'll say it happens while this other scene is going on. It's kind of back down the other way from where you were, but there's kind of a janitorial station where it's kind of got the central electrical hub for most of the facilities here. It appears that there's a backup generator wired in somewhere. Actually, make me a technology roll. I think it's 8 dice for you. 9 dice for you.
Wow.
Do.
Technology.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're sure there's a backup generator somewhere else, but it's hard to tell where that power is being routed to. But you're relatively sure that you can shut down most of the power in this building by getting all these breakers off.
Cool. I head that way.
How do you get the breakers off? Do you buy them a drink first, or
Yeah.
try to slip them
Yeah.
next time?
Breaking all.
You have to slowly work the handle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you find it and discover that as they're having this other conversation. So as they exit and start heading down towards the studio, you just tell me when you want to shut off the power or do whatever you want to do.
I'm just going to look over the system for a second to make sure that I can bypass it transferring to generator power, because I don't want that to happen.
This would be a technology. This would be 8 dice. 8 dice for this.
There should be a maintenance bypass.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, with 4 successes, you're able to find it relatively easily. You have to flip this breaker over here, but then you have to do these 2 in sequence, and that should sort out the bypass to the generator. And yeah, you're pretty sure you know how to do it when it needs to happen.
Okay, I'm ready. Then
Okay.
I'll reply to the group text that let me know. And it's just going to say, let me know when you want it to go dark.
Little did anyone realize until Amok texted you, you didn't realize he wasn't here. But when all of your cell phones vibrate and you see this message, it dawns on all of you almost immediately that Amok isn't with you.
I look at it and then I immediately put it back in my pocket, and my internal monologue is, "Oh, yeah, that tracks."
Whereas I try to figure out where he is. If he's saying this, then there has to be some way I can see him somehow. So I try to see him.
Yeah, make me, this will be interesting, actually. We get to use a new power now. So roll me 6 dice. Yeah. So your vision becomes clearer than you've ever understood. And roll me a d10, please. Everything around you becomes, you lose a blood. Yeah, finally lose a blood. Someone stop this girl. There we go. Everything around you becomes hyper clear. You can see every little granule in the blue paint on the wall as it's kind of stubbled. You hear the creaking of rubber. You are washed over by this intensity of sensation as you feel like if you squinted hard enough, you could see cells.
My Porsche brain uses my ADHD powers to focus on what I actually want to see.
There is no Amok around you.
Not even a hint. Not a trace.
He disappeared like a ghost.
Okay, so he's not in this hall.
Porsche, come on, let's go.
Now.
You
All
froze up there. I don't know if that came through.
I heard you. All right, so you guys head down the hallway. Noah out for vengeance. Noah out for vengeance. Than, what's your motivation right now, Than? We haven't really dug into that, so I'm interested, actually.
These people have captured us against our will. So I'd like to escape, but I want them to pay for it.
I love it.
And my plan is to figure out, because I see all these people have all these super cool magic powers.
Yep.
And I want to test my limits and see what I've got, and I want to do it against these fuckers.
Awesome. Love it. All right. Looking to both explore his new powers and get some payback and get out of here all at the same time. Zed and Portia reveling in this new glory, and Andrea now in this ersatz leader role as Muck finds his kind of own path but still supports the group. You head down the hallway, and one of the two twins looks back and goes, "We have to go through the green room first to get to the studio. Don't get mad."
Hey man, it's your dick.
We didn't do
It's
it.
your mind.
Sorry.
We're serving the
It's
technomancer
your
in another way.
mind. Just remember that.
Hey man, it's your dick.
It's okay. So he takes you down a hallway, and there's double doors that say green room on them. And it is a room that is literally green, but it's also a little bit terrifying. As in there are two things. One is a pile of corpses that look like they used to have a bunch of like cords coming out of their arms and legs and stomach and ears and hands and mouth, and but somehow they were discarded like cordwood. And then there are a number of people on these vertical gurneys, all passed out, naked, as if they're waiting their turn to be plugged into whatever this thing is.
Rock.
One of them is a frumpy-looking, bearded fat kid
No,
who you all know.
I hug him.
No.
Throck,
I want to.
I do. So I know the game mechanics well enough, and I don't know if this is still a mechanic in the new rules.
We're not supposed to know anything.
I know. But by my own person, Portia needs a humanity check.
Interesting. Why do you want to make a humanity check here? What's your deal?
So my personal background as a scientist, I've worked in forensics. I have done like my motivations personally are about recognizing people.
Yes.
And acknowledging that while people make mistakes, they are still people who deserve the right to be acknowledged.
Okay.
There's a pile of corpses disposed of as if they're nothing.
Yes.
No.
Correct. So you want to, go ahead and roll 4 dice. 7 dice for me. Actually, the way humanity works in this is roll 4 dice for me, and you have a target now. Sorry, I have to remember how to do it. If you were looking to flip out, you do not flip out. You do feel the beast rise up in you, and this incredible rage at the way that these individual humans who each deserve humanity and recognition have been discarded as if they're nothing.
But then I recognize my friend.
But then you recognize your friend.
Okay, I can use that to pull me out of it as a go get Throck, go save Throck, get him out of this.
I have an action.
I will let Zed have his action.
Oh, thanks for letting Zed have his action.
I'll allow it.
Zed.
So obviously this game does not exist, but I've read like 5 or 6 Anne Rice novels.
Sure.
So
I'm sorry,
I don't know.
but sure.
Yeah, trust me. The law of diminishing returns really applies to that shit. So I will. I don't know exactly how dead Throck is, or even if he is dead, because I'm not a doctor. But I will attempt to feed Throck some of my blood. I'll like try to open a vein and try to feed him a little.
Okay.
At the same time, I'm trying to check his.
I'm also crying and repeating, "Good night, sweet prince."
I'm checking his pulse.
He has a pulse. It's very weak. Actually, he has no pulse. Which, as you guys realize, neither do you. So it's cool. You put your blood to his lips, and for a moment, there's no movement.
In our eyes, the light.
Then there's this. What? With it?
Hey!
Guys, it's Throck!
I get stuck. I'm naked.
It's okay, we're all naked.
I grab.
all
I
naked
have
down
some
here.
kind of a jacket or a coat, and I
Hi,
lay it on
guys.
Throck. Hi.
Hey, Andrea.
See, you're covered now. You're covered now. I know it's not
Hey,
much,
Throck.
but it's something. Okay?
I didn't mean to expose myself to you all this soon.
You're fine.
I mean, ever.
So
A lot more of those things
go
have
for
happened
whatever
today.
is binding him.
What are those? What are those? He's looking at the two really ugly guys.
I'm trying to break his hands out of whatever while the rest
It's
of them deal
okay,
with
they're
Throck.
2 shriveled testicles.
Okay. Why are you all bloody?
Well,
Well,
I'm sorry.
Why is it?
Stop that.
What's happening?
So I'm breaking him out of his chains and whatever.
Yeah, I'd like to help unbind, like, whatever's holding him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's essentially like so you know like on a dolly how there are those thick cords, right, that you can like strap it down with. It's those. And you can with the supernatural strength of a number of you and with the like speed of some of you, you're able to get it off relatively quickly. It's very well secured. But I guess
So-
kind of slump and lean back against the wall.
so to help sort of kind of calm / catch him up, you.
Yeah.
So hey, buddy,
Hi.
you you remember when we used to drive around in the shitty Shadow?
Yeah.
And then later the shitty Corolla?
Yeah.
We would just drive around and smoke cigarettes and bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And you remember how we would talk about like what we do in certain situations, like, what if you were Batman, or what if it was a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what if we were vampires?
There's no such thing as vampires in the real world.
but
Zed,
what if we were
Zed,
vampires?
Zed, do it.
He kind of keeps staring at Andrea because
Show
of
him.
the awe, right?
I'll show my fangs.
Nah. Oh. Ooh.
You got them too.
And they come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Zed.
can I
Yeah.
have pants, please?
Oh, I don't have pants.
I see that.
Hey, Nancy.
What? When did
Make
Zed become
one of
naked?
our twins give him pants.
My twin?
Nancy, you're looking
The
very
twins.
attractive this evening, despite being covered in blood. Is that part of the vampire thing, or is that just normal?
Give him pants.
yeah.
Hey, twin. I grab one of the twins.
What?
I need your pants.
Pants. Yeah. Okay.
Now, gimme.
Looks
your
over at
pants.
Andrea for permission.
Nancy, make him give me his pants.
Okay.
You need to give him his pants now.
Okay. And he takes his pants off.
Here, Rock.
Give me your guns, your clothes, and your motorcycle.
Works for me.
Yeah.
At least, okay. There goes my
Washington.
hero.
Nothing.
We getting out?
That song's stuck in everyone else's head. Everyone else's head for some reason. There
song is that?
goes my hero. He's
Yep.
ordinary.
No, I still have "Come Into My Head" stuck in my head.
Okay. Just checking. Hey, where's Muck? Where's Muck?
He's around. He's around.
He's safe?
Somewhere.
It's not like
Look, yeah.
Hold on,
he's
hold on,
real
hold on.
safe.
blatant.
Noah, you don't look okay.
Look,
Not doing okay.
Rock,
How
I'm
you
trying
doing,
to
buddy?
see a
Not
bug
doing
again.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a day.
Yeah.
Fine.
Hey. Okay. So what do we?
But we're gonna fix it.
Are we gonna leave? Can we leave? What?
well, so okay.
Yes.
There's some people that
Turns
need to
out-
fuck off real quick. And
Yeah,
we're going to make sure that happens.
yeah. You want to go help us rip off some dicks and shove them down people's throats?
I mean,
Preferably the same people whose dicks we ripped off.
I mean, I've always considered myself ontologically a pacifist, and if violence has to happen, it should only happen in self-defense, and that sometimes you. Why?
Sure, but
He's
understand
clearly
too,
having a panic
You
attack,
also
by the way.
you also believe in defending the weak and those who can't defend themselves. I've seen you do it. So there's
Okay.
a lot of people in a room not far from here who are getting tortured, and
Oh,
we're gonna go
God.
fuck up the assholes who are doing it.
Hey,
Okay?
Zed. You
Okay.
might want to feed him first, though.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Hey.
comfort Throck.
Tiny, come here.
What? What?
I'm gesturing to one.
I
of
said,
the,
let's comfort Throck.
Yeah. I gesture to one
If
of the
he's-
twins,
If he's
Uh-huh.
having a panic attack, let's get him a blanket
here.
or something.
and I grab the twin like by the scruff of his neck, basically. Throck, show me the fangs again.
I-
Okay, Tiny, walk into that.
So you're gonna have to force him into that. No amount of command can force somebody to harm themselves.
Sure.
So roll me 7 dice. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Yeah, like 8 successes. Fuck. All right. And then you see me, I guess, just sink into it. And in a moment, let me make a willpower test for myself. Former addict, willpower 3, or current addict. I don't succeed. And drain this guy to his heart's blood. Well, that felt amazing.
Yeah, right? Fucking
Yeah,
turbocharged.
That was super good. I'm ready. Let's go. Who are we gonna take out? This is gonna be awesome. I want to do this. Let's go.
Okay. Right on.
All those guys in that room. On it.
On it.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
Tiny number 2, let's fucking go.
But you killed my twin.
Yeah, do you want that to happen to you?
Aw.
What did I say about dicks and mouths and their owners' mouths and their dicks?
What
Fucking
did
go,
you-
man.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, you guys enter the other room.
I start growling a little under my breath, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. So as you guys open the door, you see in front of you that frumpy dude. And he turns around and he looks at you and he smiles. And he goes, "Oh, you've made it. I'm so glad. Welcome to my temple, to the necromancer. Isn't it glorious?"
Man, you're a fucking asshole.
The moment he says, "Isn't it glorious?" I want to fuck his mind.
And playing in the background, as you're in here, is a song some of you might recognize from a little movie called Silence of the Lambs.
I don't recognize it.
Oh, that's good for you. Yeah.
Would you
I
fuck
want
me?
to.
And he's, yeah.
Would you fuck-
I'd fuck me.
I don't recognize it.
Oh my
And
god.
And he's just kind of bobbing to it as he talks to you guys.
God.
Was he a great big fat person?
Does he have a little dog?
Does it tuck back and
Puts the lotion in this. Roasted gets the hose again.
All right, so you guys enter the
He
room. and you hear
watches
this
the
song
Fortnite stream or else gets the hose again.
Here, my friends. Are you going to try and mind whammy him? Go ahead and roll me 7 dice.
Fucking yes, I am. 7, right?
Yep. 3 successes?
Yeah. Not as great as I'd hope.
No. In fact, I need you to roll. First of all,
Well,
roll
I
me a
need to roll
d10.
my D10 first.
You do. You
I keep
retain
it.
the blood, and then I need you to roll for me 7 dice.
Again.
It's either very good or very bad.
2, 3,
Could be
4, 5.
simultaneous mind
Yeah.
whammy.
It in fact was simultaneous mind whammying. He literally every fear you've ever had, every new emotion that you felt floods into you at once in this cacophony of emotion as you fall to the ground.
I will push
Catatonic.
myself into the closest corner.
You can't push yourself anywhere. You fall to the ground catatonic.
Okay,
You
then
failed
I hate
your-
everything because I am not in a corner.
Okay. Yeah, you guys see her for there's just an and she goes down.
The moment I see that, Sean, I'm going into anger
Okay,
mode here.
so we're into combat then.
Fucking beast mode,
yeah,
yo.
yeah, I feel the same
So
way.
to set the scene for you guys, there is a large central spire that this guy is standing in front of. At every point of the clock in this probably 50 by 50 foot room is a human connected to all of these cords feeding into this spire. There are 2 helpers with him, both of whom, the minute he sees Than and Zed start coming for him, start coming at you guys.
So my plan is to try to leap straight at this guy.
Okay?
Like, I want to summon all of the newfound strength and whatever I've got to, like, fucking, like, Superman jump at him.
Okay.
Did
That will be
this
on your
fuck with
initiative
your
go.
wife?
As you can see on the tracker, we're in initiative order. As a friendly reminder, at
Where's
any
the
point.
tracker?
Wait, where's the tracker?
Oh, I mean, sorry, it's not a tracker. It's the where your tokens are
Oh, I see. Okay.
is your initiative order.
Oh.
So, I want to start with Amok because I want to ask: was anybody going to text him?
You know what? If we stepped into the room, yeah, I would have because I'd been telling him now. I'd actually already texted him now.
Okay. So then, as you guys come into the room, there's a little bit of monologuing because it just takes about that long to like do all the pieces. And then, as Portia falls to the ground, the lights go out. The only thing that comes on are the kind of emergency exit lights at the back of the room. It's relatively dark in here at this point. You hear 2 of the humans start to moan in this kind of horrible fear. The music is still playing somehow.
I need to actually play the music.
Can I see in the dark? Is that a thing vampires do here?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not so dark that you can't see because of those 2 emergency lights. that work off battery power at the rear exits here.
Okay.
It is obscured, essentially. You can still see shadows moving through. It's just not perfect vision. None of you actually, except Portia's character, had the ability to do that specific skill.
I didn't know if I had glowy red eyes.
Actually, you would. You just have to activate it. I forgot about that at level 1. That's pretty level 1. But we'll start with Than because he's at the top of the round, as everybody kind of rushes into it now.
I would say I saw the 2 other like worker people that started coming towards us, and I would angle towards them, and I want to go just start ripping into them.
Okay. So you're easily able to cross the distance. Do you want to be speedy or powerful this turn?
Powerful.
Okay. So go ahead and roll, and you're just going to go straight into him with your fist, right?
Just straight at it, which whatever I've got, whatever. I don't know what I can do, but I'm going at him.
All right. So I want you to go for 8. Roll 8 dice and add 3 successes. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 successes. You run at the first guy, right? And a single punch to the chest, you feel this cracking, right? And you saw this kind of happen to Zed a little bit, where he got pushed back, but just the inertia of you are stronger than whoever hit Zed. As he just flies into the back of the room. He hits one of the people at like 2 o'clock and just slams into him. There's another cracking noise and he falls to the ground. Portia, roll me 7 dice.
I will roll you 7 dice. Ready, set, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite enough. Sorry. You are still you're still lost in this thing. He actually rolled really well to shut you down.
Can you tell me what it
you
looks like or
can
feels
blow
like?
a willpower or a number of willpower to re-roll failed dice. Comes in handy here.
I would like to roll 2.
Okay. So if you make willpower rolls in the future, you'll be down 2 will. Which will put you at 2 willpower.
So I'll be down from 4 to 2?
Yep.
Understood.
Yep. So roll me 2d10, please.
I am rolling 2d10.
Hey.
There you go. This turn will be you shaking it off. You will be able to be up and active next turn.
Okay, can you tell me what I experienced?
Every fear you've ever known.
Oh, right. So it was the every fear, every emotion.
Yes, it's as if somebody just put a loudspeaker of emotion up to you, and they were all yours, and turned it up to 11.
My emotions.
Yeah.
My emotions.
And with that, it's Zed's go.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going full on beast mode. Whatever beastiness I have in me, I want it all out.
Damage or power?
I will scream when I break through it.
I'm sorry, you will really only have damage. Oh no, you've got 1. So you damage or power?
Well, damage, I guess. I don't know.
You know what damage does at least.
Yeah.
As you activate this, you realize you can now see perfectly. As your eyes start glowing red for anybody who can see them. And you grow these claws again. Go ahead and make a strength. Roll 7 dice.
Okay.
Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4. He's got a 5 tool. 1, 2. All right, so you rip into him, and this looks like real damage, right? This isn't. This is like across the chest, snapped ribs, flesh flayed off the bone. And he goes as it happens. There's something about the way that this damage was applied that was intense to the vampiric form. And that's you. So Noah.
That's me. So I'm not a box. I'm not compelled to eat people.
Mm-mm.
I'm not confused about my allies anymore.
Mm-mm.
So no more total insanity, but I do know what I want to do.
What's that?
So I'm just gonna stand here, and I've been focusing the entire time, just trying to get all the power, whatever it is that's in there. I'm just like using like focus power, just like I'm just trying to. I don't know what I'm doing because I don't know, but
sure.
In the game, I'm just trying to bring it all out because I'm just gonna try and turn it into a little spear and just throw it through that guy.
Okay.
At some point, probably not now. I don't know how it works.
No, you're good. So what I want you to do is roll me 5 dice.
Nice.
And you're going after Big Bad, or are you going after the last remaining guard?
Zed's taking on Big Bad. That's right,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he just dealt a big ass blow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm Big Bad. I'm gonna try and support Zed with Big Bad.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
All right.
All right. So you hit him, and you kind of slam into him because you don't have that same sort of natural armament. It doesn't do as much damage. But one of the things you notice is that when you hit him, you feel literally no pain.
What did I do?
So there's a power called Fortitude. I activated it for you for the scene.
Oh, cool.
Which means you are much harder to hurt. Right? And
right.
Yeah. You ignore a lot more damage.
What is Noah?
What is Noah?
I ask myself that every day.
I'll do you one better. Why is Noah?
Why is Noah?
Vampire, the existentialism.
Oh man, that's the.
It's Noah though.
You got me. That's it.
Ooh.
That's the one. So I hit him.
You do, and it does a little bit of damage to him, and you see him kind of reel back from it and look at you, but then look at the claws, and then realize that he's getting uh-oh. And he starts kind of backing up. But it's Andrea's go.
Okay. So I just went to the, I guess, nearest target. I mean attack, but mostly I want to use my like influence to feel the same emotional pain that that I'm going through. I just want
Nice. Okay.
I just want to help them to
Yeah, roll me 8 dice.
feel pain.
Yep.
Okay.
That is gonna be so fucked up.
What is that? How many dice?
8, please.
Yes, Nancy.
Nice.
Yes, Queen.
So the other guard, who's just about to rush in actually onto Noah, stops, looks at you.
Just want to stare at him.
Because I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Muck.
Good.
All right. Now that the power's off, I'm going to wander out or the other way. Is there any other reaction outside the room? Is anybody doing anything? Are we sneaking down the hallway towards the...
Not obviously visible from you at the moment, although make me a... would that be... Yeah, roll 6 dice. Holy shit. Yeah, so with 4 successes, you hear it's like down around a corner and then down around another corner. You hear what sounds like 4 or 5 guys running away from you, kind of yelling loudly.
Saying anything in particular?
It's a little bit muffled, but it's like, we gotta go help the boss, essentially. That is the gist you get.
I will sneak after them.
Okay.
This is very reminiscent, Mike, of your star captain guy, like the navigator in the Warhammer game.
So you have an opportunity to make a decision here. You feel like if you focus the right way, you could move more quickly.
But not as stealthily.
You would be smaller, you think?
I would be smaller. I want to poke at that feeling.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 6 dice, please.
Tell me he gets to turn into a rat.
He actually turns into a bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
You turn into a crow.
Ah!
In a moment, your body goes as you start flying after them.
Oh, this is weird.
Oh, flying, yeah.
Oh, this is weird.
I'm a bird. I'm a bird.
But that's your go,
Caw.
and it's the big bad's go. The big bad,
Flappy flap.
he pulls out this large hunk of wood,
Caw.
and he comes up
From
into this
where?
fighting stance, right? From like in his jeans, right? It's just a big.
Yeah, just
From in his jeans.
Whatever.
From out of
Come
his
on.
butthole.
It's just fucking cinematic. Whatever. He's a vampire. He carries a couple stakes on him. It's what they do. And he goes to take a stab at you, Zed.
Okay. I would
So I'm
like
gonna need you to
judo
roll
this
7
thing.
dice.
Okay.
2, 4.
I don't think he's beating me.
5, 6, 2, 4. He rolled 6, so you win. He comes at you, and at the beginning you're like, is that really a hunk of wood he's attacking me with?
like you're just kind of like, really, bro?
But you feel it touch your skin, and you go, ah! And then you kind of turn out of the way as it scrapes across you, doing no damage, but as you feel it, it just fucking burns like this welt across your chest.
All right, you cute. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Bitch.
The other, the guard is just staring at Andrea, apologizing repeatedly about. Apologize.
I'm so
Apologize.
sorry.
And we're back to the top of the round with Than, who just crushed the dude's chest in and threw him into one of the slaves. Or
The other
not
the other
Jesus Christ.
bodyguard is they're in the same space, right? Like I can just turn around and
So it's like central pillar, right?
yep.
Here's the fight between Noah, Big Bad, and Zed. Here is one guard staring at Andrea, and back over here is the guard you crushed.
Okay,
Right.
so I'm across the room from the
Yeah.
other guard.
Yep.
Not knowing anything else, can I get to the other guard?
You feel like if you push yourself.
Okay, I'll push myself and get to him and just fuck him up.
Roll a d10. You remember the speed that you saw from I'm tired, I don't know why. From Andrea, and you were able to you were able to emulate it. You are there in a second. Just pure speed as you get over there. And using that momentum, go ahead and roll me 7 and 8 dice. 8 dice.
Hot, nasty, badass speed. 8 of them, you said?
8, yes, please.
8 D10s coming up.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, because you weren't using your potence this turn, you were using your celerity to get over there quickly. As you hit him, he does kind of shake out of the way, but he's not like knocked back in like a superhero sort of power way. Most of the damage actually goes into him, and it almost knocks him off his feet. But it seems like it's this emotional connection between him and Nancy, or him and Nancy is the only thing that keeps him on his feet. Like his body moves, but his head just kind of keeps this weird sort of connection as you hit him. Like he almost doesn't notice, but he certainly took damage as you hear like this crunch of bone. Portia, you're awake.
Okay, so my question. This room is set up like a clock with people with wires set up going into Mr. I want to fuck him up.
Well, going into a central spire of monitors. He's like working,
but somehow this guy is feeding off of it in some sort of creepy way.
Maybe, yeah.
All right.
Love.
closest one connected to the wires?
Is right next to you. There's one every, clock face. So
Cool. He can feel the rainbow.
the one connected, the human being. Okay.
Yes, he can feel the rainbow.
Okay.
7?
Roll me 7 dice and then a d10. Through the bundle of wires coming out of his mouth, you hear the
Cool.
and you lose a. Yeah.
Cool.
That's not fucked up. Okay.
She just loses humanity.
Yeah.
No, I just lost the blood.
You did lose a blood. Actually, roll me 7 dice. No, you're good. You feel
Whatever.
okay about? I mean, it
Let's
was.
shake it off.
You realize after it happens that didn't have any effect on that guy. That you just needlessly tortured someone who was already being needlessly tortured. Worse.
Okay, never
Big
mind.
fucking
Maybe.
bully.
Oh, shut up!
Okay.
You don't know this. You're not in my brain. Get out.
Zed.
Speaking of being a big bully, so I'm coming at the guy with my claws, and I'm just yelling, "Give me your dick!"
What?
That's incredibly aggressive, and I like it. All right. So
No, it's perfect.
roll me 7 dice.
Give me your dick.
I fucking told him what I was gonna do.
This time you
That's
see
not a great
him.
roll, though.
Yeah. You see him kind of come up in this Krav Maga move, where he just bats you away.
Fancy bitch.
You're just delaying it.
You're right. And Noah.
Yeah, I still don't know what to do, but I'm gonna try and put as much power as possible into my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not actually gonna strike him. Try and wrist lock him. I just want to grab him.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. So roll me 5 dice.
Yeah, that's actually something I know how to do too. If that matters.
Roll 5 dice.
No,
You know how to wrist lock? Oh, yeah.
I don't
If
know
that's
how to
something,
roll
if,
5
if,
dice.
if that is a real world skill for you, go ahead and roll me 7 dice.
I never wanted to bring it up, but it's like I'm actually a black belt in Taekwondo. And
I had
just-
okay, so that changes things.
Really?
Yeah. So 3
Yeah.
strength plus 4 martial arts, 4 brawl in this case would be 7 dice. Yeah, roll 7 dice.
Okay.
Nice.
I just didn't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm a black belt, guys.
No, that's good.
Totally.
To know. Yep.
Well,
So
no.
1, 2,
No, that is
3,
very
4.
good to know.
Yeah,
I
We were
know
just
what
talking about one of my favorite subreddits right now, which is "I am very badass."
Well, and my dad is an actual black belt in northern and southern Shaolin martial arts, so I know what that actually
that's
looks
dope.
like.
Yeah,
No,
that's fucking
really, black belts do not mess with them.
You grab him
Yeah.
by the wrist and you turn it, and there's this "Ah!" as it happens. There's some crunching, and you feel a snap as it happens.
Oh shoot, I'm strong.
Yeah, you did some
Yeah.
damage from it. Yeah,
You did the thing.
you did the thing, Andrea.
I was gonna try and hold him for Zed.
He will be down dice to defend himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Andrea, are you gonna make this guy lick your boots?
Do it. Do it, Nancy.
Wait, it's my turn now?
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Sorry. So I want to. So there's 2 guards and a the main bad guy. Right?
So there is one down bad guy. There's the
Okay.
guy who looks like he has submitted himself to you completely at this
Right.
point. And then there's the big bad. Noah has his
Okay.
hand in a grip, and in his other hand is this essentially wooden dagger. And he and Elvek, Zed are going at it.
I wanted to command the one that I already have kind of in my grasp to, convince the leader is messed up and that he should go attack him.
As you wish, my mistress. As you wish. And then he gets up. He doesn't even look at Than. His arm is kind of hanging limply at his side from where Than, like, crushed it. And he goes over to one of the humans who's kind of tied down. And he pulls some of the cords out of its mouth. And there's this, like, spurt of blood as that happens, as if they've been sutured in there. And then he starts moving with them in his hand towards the big bad. Wilfred is his name.
Wilfred.
Yeah.
Wilfred Brimley.
Muck, you, following these guys, make it into the green room at the same time they do, and you hear the sound of combat. You see each of them pull out a pistol.
Caw. Okay. Sorry, what's the setup of them? So they're
like a V.
like abreast? Are there it's like a
yeah,
V?
It's like lead guy and two guys behind him. Each one pulls out a 9mm.
Okay, the back left guy in the V.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can force him in my mind to shoot the guy in the back in front of him.
I don't. Do you have dominate?
I dominated the other guy before.
Oh yeah, you do. I have 2 dots in that. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me 6 dice. 7 dice. 7 dice.
8 dice. 9 dice.
Those of us who can't
1
not
die.
use game
Never died.
lingo.
I'm still completely lost, so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see him look at you, put his gun up, and pull the trigger at the other guy.
And then he can just keep firing, obviously.
It
but,
was
you know.
super effective.
And rolls like 5 successes to shoot him in the head. These are humans, it turns out, by the way. And there's just this explosion of gore onto the wall as this guy goes down. So it's like 2 successes from point blank range. Yeah, he goes down. You just and the lead dude looks back and goes, ah! And he pulls his gun up at him and looks like he's about to shoot him, and then he does. Misses. Okay. It grazes him because you automatically get successes for point blank range, so it like skips off his arm, and he just looks back at you. But that's it for you, Than.
All right, so this dude is no longer and
Oh, I forgot. Big Bad. Big Bad didn't go. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Big Bad,
Unfortunately, I was
with
gonna
his
point that
hand
out.
kind of like this, reaches back for the pillar. He looks into Zed's eyes and winks, and he tries to bring it down on all 3 of you.
Crap.
Tries to bring the pillar down on us?
Yes. I'm going to need you both to roll your defense dice. That is, as he successfully tries to pull down the thing. So
Isn't this in the Bible or something?
That's 6.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Zed.
technocrat is not in the Bible.
And
Samson?
6,
Push and
7 Dex plus. Yeah, so 7 for Noah. 6 for Zed, 7 for Noah.
70, 10?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Alright.
Okay.
Oops, I just tried to do it in Twitch chat. Okay. I'm clearly on the ball here.
I did mean to ask, Sean, is it
Yes.
possible for me to, like, is
Woo!
spending blood still a thing? Like, for just to pump myself up? Is
Yeah,
that
for
still an
failed
option?
dice.
Nope.
Okay.
No?
No.
Oh.
Not at least in the rules that I have.
Okay.
So Noah, you get hit by this thing, and it breaks your hold on him, and you're going to take 2 points of damage from it. Zed, you're able to dodge out of the way. Oh wait, backwards. Zed,
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
get hit
say
by
no.
this thing. Noah, you were
Oh,
able to
that's
keep
fair.
your hand on him. I read the names backwards. You were able to keep your hand on him as he spins out of the way of it, and you spin out of the way of it. But now there's this like barrier of electronic junk between Zed and then Zed, Andrea, Noah, and Portia on one side. Or, I'm sorry, Zed, Andrea, Than, and Portia on one side, and then Noah and the Big Bad on the other.
Oh, man.
Than.
So I'd have to go all the way around this thing to get to where the big bad
Climbing
is.
over it's going to be a pain in the ass. It's going to essentially it puts a turn between you guys.
Shit.
Yeah.
and I have nothing that I can't.
Could he use his super strength to jump it?
Let's
You good?
well, then let's do that.
Roll me a
Is that
D10.
gonna 1d10?
Just
Coming
1d10. So you don't waste any blood doing it either. You leap up and over it, and land however you'd like to within that scrum.
Go Hulk.
I want to like literally land on top of him.
Okay, then make me an attack roll.
Okay. How do I do that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
How many
Yeah,
dice?
roll 7. Roll 8 dice. Sorry, I'm so used to D&D and just saying do the thing.
I'm in.
Do it.
Now what?
Roll 8 dice. Why don't you just click the thing? Just click it.
Click the thing.
Just click it. No,
Your
yeah.
character sheet that you have.
Roll 8 dice for me. And with this incredible, you hear this,
And he's dead.
and he falls down. Yeah.
Is he really dead?
Oh well, I mean, you don't know if he's dead or not,
Oh.
but he's certainly passed out.
Ooh.
I mean, his shoulder blades have fused with his ankles, so
his ankles. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, fuck. Because then I add 3 successes to that, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 successes. So he is
What can I
taken. He
say?
is critically injured. You've also heard gunfire at this point from outside in the hallway.
Nice.
Is it my go?
It is your go.
Cool. So I heard a crunch. His body's broken. I want his mind broken.
I love how quickly some of you just turned terrifying. Just terrifying.
I've played this type before.
this type is supposed to be you.
Yeah.
This type is me. Let's be honest.
So, Savater, they don't actually know, although
It is.
some of them have guesses. It is their first night alive, or undead. So, some of them kind of have figured it out, but I'd be giving it away.
Some of
I'll
us
reveal
have
it at the
played
end
the
of the game.
game lots and have
Yeah.
met other people only
Portia.
because actually
Stop
I
metagaming. Shut up.
Portia, roll me 7 dice.
I only know any of you because of this game. I would like to point out.
And we love you for it, but we also want to finish the game. Roll
Yes.
7 dice.
I would like his mind broken, please.
Roll 7 dice. 1, 2, 3. I wonder unconscious. I'm gonna guess it's just
4?
willpower. I'm gonna guess it's
Throw
just
me
willpower.
4.
No, I'm trying to figure out how I want someone unconsciously defend themselves. I'm gonna go willpower. He is asleep, but you're able to penetrate in there and kind of dig into his darkest, deepest fears, which, by the way, you get this sense that he's been trying to raise some sort of technological deity to overcome the material superiority of Twitch and allow Mixer to be the greatest of all streaming services, and in doing so, then harness the power of that, what he calls it, the Technomancer, in order to essentially start controlling people's minds through the computer screens. That is what he was attempting to do. Whether that's actually possible, you don't know.
No,
that's
but
what
this
he
is
thinks
the
is
second
possible.
time I've heard this term tonight.
Yeah.
And I would like to turn that back into his mind. He is now the subject of the Technomancer.
Nice. Okay. When he wakes up, he'll probably think that, if he wakes up. The
Yeah,
other two
yeah.
guards just end up getting in a firefight, and the one that a Muck's character has controlled, we can go out of rounds now, the one that a Muck's
Yeah.
character has controlled ends up winning it, and is just kind of standing there like, what do I do now? And he looks confused at why he shot his buddy, but isn't gonna, like, pick a fight with you guys, because he was hired security.
Is he just a dude?
He's just a dude.
We aren't even in the room with the dude.
Oh,
I mean,
we
the
lost-
door to the green
oh
room
no,
is open.
Muck!
Oh, is he gone? Did we lose him?
Oh, he said AFK.
No, it's
stuff.
AFK.
AFK.
Okay. The door to the green room is open, and you actually see, like, just kind of hovering there in mid-flight, there's, like, a crow.
Go.
I look at the crow in a special way.
It looks back at you in a special way.
Ooh.
Oh, hi, Muck.
I'm still all ragey. I march over to what's his fuck's pile. I will then sift around in his body until I find his smashed flaccid phallus.
Okay.
You did
I will
did
tear it
say
off of his body,
Say it, yeah.
Okay.
and then I will gently, ever so lovingly, insert it into his rectum.
Okay. And this you do. There's
I
nothing
have-
stopping you as he is currently in torpor.
I have miles to go before I sleep, and promises to keep. Yeah.
All right.
Robert Frost was a gangrel. Anyway,
So there are 2 exits out the back here.
I feel fulfilled. I don't care where we go. Anyone want to get
Well, I mean,
shawarma?
they said they were assaulting Twitch headquarters. Maybe we could go there and Linda.
Oh, yeah.
If they meant physically assaulting, I assume.
Well, we need Felicity.
We do need Felicity. Where's Felicity?
You know, I'm-
where is?
She said she was at Twitch HQ.
For what it's worth, because I've been thinking about this.
Wait, whoa! Google Maps.
Well,
How do
Hey.
we get to Twitch HQ?
guys, hang on. I don't think these guys are the ones who turned us. I think these guys got us after we returned. Because Andrea shouldn't know about any of this shit, but she does, and she knew that we were in boxes, but she didn't know where
Felicity.
Felicity.
we were. Or Felicity, sorry, not Andrea. Andrea's right there. So, so my suspicion, what I think, is that Felicity had a hand in making us into this,
Mm-hmm.
and then these guys intercepted us or stole us or whatever. So
That's what I think.
I mean, I don't know how we feel about that. I'll tell you this: I don't feel any fucking loyalty for Twitch right now. Just putting that out there.
I think
Oh,
I would at least
hey,
like to talk to her.
This is where we need to go.
Oh, okay.
I showed them my Google Maps phone
Mhm.
with walking directions.
Well, can't we just get there as the crow flies?
Only a muck can do that.
Yeah.
See, he's right there.
Call. Nancy, what are you thinking?
I mean, that we head over there. What's the question? Sorry.
We need to go get Felicity, right?
Say we go over to Twitch. What's our goal? What do we want?
I mean, I honestly just want to leave, but
Well,
well,
I want answers.
You want. I mean, we should. I mean, we should head over to the HQ to talk to.
Felicity's the only
Felicity.
contact we have.
That's
Yeah.
what she is. Otherwise, around and if there's anything else, but I think that's our lead, so we should follow it. I don't know what other goals we have.
Answers, because we all have to go home.
Yeah.
I want to free all the people.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, we can do that.
I want to unhook all the people from the machines and call an ambulance.
Did we see like exactly where? Was there anybody else? What were the other directions that were we got at the AV room?
Yeah, so there's the warehouse, which, as they brought up a picture of it, looked like it was some form of housing. It had been turned into some sort of housing for whatever colony of vampires lived here. There was the main entrance around which there was, at the front of which there was like a large security station. And then there was this exit. So those are kind of the 3 primary areas.
Let's find an exit.
Yeah.
Burn this place to the ground as we go.
No,
Why?
there are still humans here.
They'll hear the alarms.
No, they. Just like I can fuck with people,
It's at the security
they
station.
can fuck with people.
No, fair. Okay.
We need to get them out safe. We get back to Twitch. Make sure we're all good. Then we come back here and wreck them.
Everyone else, how do you guys feel?
I'm with it.
Noah?
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I'm all about vengeance. I just want to save all the people right now,
Yeah.
All right.
because
So, oh, sorry.
no, that's it, really.
All right. So, Sean, I guess we unhook as many of the people as we can and start calling ambulance.
Yeah, you have to be very careful. Now,
Yeah.
the ones in the green room are all on kind of gurneys, right? They're wheeled, so you can move them around. Castle Mac Sean with the bits. Thank you, brother. That's awesome. I love you
Oh,
dearly.
how's Throck doing, by the way?
He's just hanging out
Yeah.
watching.
Oh, cool. How'd we look?
Looks sweet, man.
Is
I'm,
Throck,
yeah.
is there any way I can keep Throck kind of chill?
Sorry.
He's pretty chill right now.
He's pretty chill?
Yeah, he
Okay.
seems pretty chill at the moment.
If for some reason it kind of elevates, I want to make sure he stays chill until we get to Twitch and we all get the explanation
Yep.
of actually WTF is going on.
Yep. Yeah, he just kind of let you guys deal because he has really no idea what's happening. But yeah, so you're able to get the folks unhooked, and you're able to get the ones who are in the green room who are kind of on the vertical gurneys and roll them outside. The people who had like all of these wires coming out of them, unless they get immediate medical attention, they are going to die. Unless there are 11 living attached with these wires coming out of their stomachs, out of their mouth, out of their ears, just attached into their fingers and their legs, right?
I'm not going to pull them out.
Removing those would cause more damage than leaving them in, right?
Oh.
Can I
Well, we
heal
saw the
them?
one, right? Because the one guard pulled stuff out of the dude.
That's the dead one.
Right. So if
He's
I've
saying,
seen that, I'm not touching one of these.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just call an ambulance right now then.
Okay. So you guys call an ambulance and get it dispatched out
And
here.
not just one. I think I'm going to call one as well.
Yeah, do they like have a fire truck size equivalent
Right? Yeah.
where they just like spray medicine out the hose?
Antibiotics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting. Were this to continue as a campaign, that would be a very interesting moment. Because now the public is going to know something incredibly fucked up happened here, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Is there a oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What's your question?
The two mooks. I know one got knocked out and the other one, I forgot what happened. The one who was
He's
following
currently Nancy Druid's willing slave.
Okay. The one who got knocked out, I mean, I don't know. I can't check him for a pulse, but I know I'm a little hurt, and I'm still trying not to feed off of humans right now. So I'm going to try to heal myself by drinking some of that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Make a roll 3 dice.
Okay. Oh, did I lose a willpower somewhere?
Yep.
Okay. I eat him messily.
You eat him all the way down. Yeah, all the way down. But on the other hand, you are completely healed.
Full heal! Yay!
Yay! And have lost another humanity. I mean...
What? Huh?
What? Huh?
Give me your dick!
What? Give me that dick.
I just want the dick! Yeah.
They call me the tickler.
Okay.
I love you
drinking-
so much. Please don't. Please don't.
And you guys head out the exit, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you leave
Yeah.
this place in ruin is where we're going to fade to black for the night. We went a half an hour longer than normal.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
So, I gotta ask, some of you have never played Vampire the Masquerade before, and so I want to start with you guys. I threw you into this blind, billing it as a modern horror game. And so I just want to go around, starting with Noah, and then Andrea, and then Than. I'm interested in what you guys thought.
Hey, Sean, can you turn off the music?
Oh, is it on?
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
music.
In
In
roll
roll
20,
20.
there is.
You just
Just
go.
gonna turn it down.
Oh, is it? Yeah. There we go. There you are. Sweet.
Thank
Should be
you.
stopped now. So Noah, and we'll start with Noah, and then go Andrea and Than. I'm interested in what you guys thought of this because I threw you into it, and you trusted me, and so I appreciate you for
Yeah.
that. By the way, I just said we're gonna play a thing.
It was cool. So what do I think of the system, game today, or our really cool other players? What are you looking for here?
What were your impressions of the night generally? Like the game, you went through a really interesting arc, right? Like,
Yeah, because I came in, oh, I'm gonna be me, so I'm like thinking like, and immediately I have a big hang up with like helplessness. It's like a real thing. When I was watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like I had to stop it and like get up and just like run around the street in the middle of the night just because it just pisses me off. I get so freaked out when I see people like held down and stuff.
yeah,
So when we opened up to that, I was like, I gotta be cool, but I can't be cool. And I was actually shocked, and it was pretty hard. I was pretty tough. I was really tough to do live. um,
well, thank you
and
for doing it live,
yeah,
and thank you for
I mean,
role-playing through it.
I just couldn't really role play because for me, it's like, I'll start crying if I start to go for it. So I'm just gonna be real even about it right now,
Okay.
and that's it. But
Okay.
the system was pretty awesome. Like I got to play Changeling before,
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah, I love the Vampire the Masquerade system in general.
Yeah. Sweet, man.
And yeah, this is the alpha for the next edition.
Yeah, which is going to be out in August. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. I don't know because I don't know anything what was happening, but I pretty much just got to tell you what I wanted to do, and cinematically it played out, and that's a big plus for me as a player. I love cinematic, like creation of solutions and ideas and improvising actions rather than thinking too much of mechanics.
Yeah, me too.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
that's what I thought.
Awesome.
And what I played with too. That's it.
Oh, okay. Andrea.
Yeah, it was. I feel like it was hard. Like it was difficult at first. Just like I felt like I didn't know what to do at first because I feel like that's how I would really react in the situation. I just wouldn't know what to do.
For
So
sure.
I just felt like that was hard. I think at first to role play, but I like stuff that's more about the character and also not thinking too
Yep.
as much about you just kind of
Yeah.
Straight
So
description.
more about the cinematics of it again, and less about
Yeah.
the mechanics, for sure. Yeah, sweet. And you had fun, I hope.
yeah, it was fun.
Okay, good. And then.
I liked it. I felt throughout the night that I just wish I knew more about what I was doing because I wanted to engage more with what I could do. And, I feel like if I read the system and knew what I was and what I could do, I could mirror that with other people and get into the character more of what I want to do based on what I can do versus, and I think that it did throw me a little bit, but I like the D10. I like rolling a number of D10, and I like the success. I like the system of how to do it. It's much easier to just say, roll this many dice, and
Yep. Yeah, and I hear you. It was one of my worries coming into the game was like I wanted to try and impart that you felt like you had these additional possibilities, which is why I was like, do you want to try and push it? Do you want to go for more damage or more speed, things like that, right? So I was trying to like impart that without saying, here is this mechanic. Do you want to play it? So I hope you got into the rhythm of that as we were going along.
definitely.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and it's pretty difficult and to kind of go into a game blind, but I feel like the three of you really picked up and like made yourselves, your characters, your own throughout it, and so I really love that. And so I want to thank you guys for doing that experiment with me. I've played a game like this before with Ben or whatever, Zed and Portia.
Once at the beginning, once at the end. That's honestly A, that's better than normal, and B, I mean, whatever.
Right. I've done this experiment and had this kind of game before with Zed and Portia, and so I was really fascinated by how you guys felt about it. But thank you guys. So Portia. What do you think?
So honestly, Vampire the Masquerade was my introduction to gaming. This was the first system that I ever learned to play, and it was a improv with a set of rules kind of introduction. I was introduced by friends of mine who I met through the theater program at my college. So seeing it in this form was really different because I really only played it as the improv form. So I'd never actually sat with essentially dice.
Yeah.
I'd only played rock, paper, scissors for every single action that you were taking based on the numbers on your sheets and things like that.
Yep.
And so this sort of system, while taking out the knowledge of the game, and it was difficult for me to do because that is so integral to how I know vampire personally. Because I wasn't really into the mythology of vampire. It was very much the game for me.
Yeah, the politics of it are what always made me love it. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's so much like Sabat was my introduction rather than Camarilla. Camarilla came much later for me personally.
Yeah.
Um,
There's three people here who
Introducing
have no
terms
idea.
that don't
Yeah.
mean shit to
Yeah, yeah.
most
Unless
of
you know the game itself, but it's the politics.
There were warring factions in Vampires, just like in every other game, and they are called Camarilla and Sabat.
Right, and it seems like this idea has stayed around in the new iteration, which I really appreciate, because with Requiem, that removal of it really sort of left something to be desired for me personally.
Yeah.
For those of you who have played in the systems before, when we read the Requiem rules, it really removed an aspect of the game that was so personal to me because of how much I played in it.
Yeah.
That it felt not realistic, but this introduction and specifically the removal of the terms, no clans, no politics. This is just, it feels right. And this is your group and it's personal to you. Really felt more realistic. It's not so much about the politics as it is about the people that you're with.
Yeah.
I would imagine the politics are probably there though.
Certainly.
They are 100%. Although, by the way, there's no
Well,
Sabat.
and I heard.
So you're not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a reason
I
for it. There's a lore reason, but.
Right, and
I need to
I
find the rules. Are they freely up there?
Yeah.
I personally heard specific things that set off those bells for me. Being a player who has known the system for a long time now.
Yeah.
For almost 10 years, funny enough. Actually 10 years. I've known the system for 10 years now. And so I heard the bells going off of what this thing and this thing was. But it was the integration of the personal aspect. You don't know the politics. You don't know the outside story. You only know this part of it. You only know your integral group, and that's what matters to you.
Yeah.
Really actually made a bigger impact.
Sweet.
Than I have personally felt. So.
Awesome.
I'm excited. And I love the slight tweak to the rules.
Right. Oh no, the new blood rules are my favorite, but I want to get us out because I have had my air conditioning off since 7:30 so that you didn't hear it in the background. I'm super hot, so I'm gonna throw it over to Ben real quick.
Zed, real quick.
Okay, so I actually just calculated this. I had to use the calculator on my phone to make sure. So I've been playing World of Darkness, mostly vampire, but World of Darkness games for 17 years now. I've run a lot of them, mostly LARP, but a lot of pen and paper as well. World of Darkness is probably the rules system and game world that I know the best. I like the way this feels. It's always fun to get to start new characters and play as a new thing and play with new people who haven't done it before. It is very difficult for me to actually play as myself, particularly when I know in the back of my head, I was doing my very best to try not to metagame, but in the back of my head, there's just shit that's hardwired into me at this point.
Yeah.
And so you set me in a room full of toys and then told me I didn't know what toys were. And so I had to do my very best not to play with all of the toys immediately.
Well, and Brock set me up with only part of my information.
Yeah.
So he only let me choose actually only half of what happened to my character overall.
Yeah.
He chose the other half of it entirely on his own. But because I'd read the list recently, it reminded me that there were multiple layers that could happen at the same time.
Yeah.
But just to wrap it, like keep it short
Yeah.
and sweet. I
Too late.
I enjoy the shit out of it. 10 out of 10 would rip off a dick again.
Okay, great. Yeah. So just to give you guys, the idea of who you were playing, I'm gonna go around real quick. Than, you were playing a clan called the Bruja. They are warrior scholars. They come from a background that is equal measures fighter and scholar, essentially.
Nice.
They're kind of the descendants of ancient Greece in a lot of ways. Andrea, you were playing a clan called the Toreador. The Toreador, you should think of them as kind of the high art and influence clan of vampire. Which is why you have these mind affecting and personality affecting powers, right? Like you could influence a room and you could own it and had all of those sorts of things. Amok, who's not here currently and had to hop off, was playing a Nosferatu. Nosferatu are the classic, I am a Nosferatu, right? Like they are what you think of when you think of the classic dilapidated sort of like withered vampire. And they have abilities around stealth and being like animals and stuff like that. Portia was playing a Malkavian. Malkavians are a clan that is bound only by their insanity, essentially. They each have a certain thing about them that's broken, and they can impart that brokenness onto other people in different ways. They also have the ability to have like super sight and things like that. Nowhere, you were a Ventru, although it didn't really come up, which means you have the power. You have a similar power to Andrea's, which is the ability to kind of command people to do things, but you're also really tough. And the Ventru are kind of the nobility of a certain sect of vampires and tend to deal a lot in like high status and like high influence sorts of societies. They're known as the Blue Bloods. And then last but not least, Zed was a Gangrel. Gangrel are kind of feral vampires. They're not like psychologically feral, although they certainly can be. But two of their primary powers deal essentially with animalistic powers. They have protean, which is how he had the claws, and they also have animalism, which is the ability to deal with and in time shapeshift into animals. And so that's the team, guys. I hope this was interesting and everyone had fun. We are Welcome to the Party. Welcome to the Party broadcasts 5 days a week, most of the time. Sometimes we miss a game here or there. We have 6 shows right now. We'll be going up to 8 shows in 2 weeks, 9 shows in 3 weeks, all over a 5-day span because everybody needs a weekend. And so we're super excited for everyone who came out. Oh, Throck was an Malkavian, but he didn't really have a chance to express any of that. I normally play either Malkavians or Ventries. Yeah, but because of some personal shit in my life, I felt Malkavian it was more appropriate right now than Ventru, so he was a Malkavian. Had you gotten to him earlier, more of that would play out, but it's totally fine. I like the way the game played out. So yeah, we're... Tomorrow we have one game going on. It's our Broken Throne game. It's D&D, and it is a Storm King's Thunder game. The next day we have a D&D 3.5 game at 5 p.m. Eastern called Tales from the Kingdom of Fife. And then our new game run by Mr. Zed over here, which is called New to the Party, which is going to be a bunch of new D&D players. Zed is going to be teaching how to play D&D in real time, starting with character creation next Monday. And then Tuesdays right now is our Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy game that is run by another one of our DMs, Shogun. And that will be wrapping up in 2 to 3 weeks, and then we'll turn into a D&D game. So if you loved it, if you want to be part of the community, we have over 100 people in our Discord. You guys should come by and hang out. We love you. I love the bits we got tonight. I love how active chat was. You guys were amazing. The last thing we do in every game is throw it over to somebody else. And there's a great new streamer out there by the name of Matty Morgs, who doesn't actually run D&D on stream, but he does all of his prep on stream. And so I'm gonna throw us over to him because he's a really good dude.
Oh yeah, the prep. I've never actually seen it. I've never DM'd a game. I've never run with somebody. Yeah. That sounds so exciting.
I will be teaching them to play D&D while I will be learning how to Twitch, and they will teach me how to love again.
Yeah. So welcome to the party. It's
Hey.
all about teaching you how to stream online. It is online, of course. Like I'm 50. It's all about teaching you how to stream, get your party together, and
on the
play
line.
online, and share it.
What do you do with
And-
all these tubes?
right? And also to bring new players into the game, whether on stream or not. And so we love you guys tonight. Thank you for coming out. for a one
Enjoy!
shot. Bye.
Thanks for coming out.
Bye!
Goodbye.